It's going to be a very good dialogue because there's a lot going on in the country that we need to discuss. And I know sometimes it can get uncomfortable, it can get heated, but it's needed. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to be here to have the conversation. So I want to bring up, guys, you've seen her time and time again in the morning. If you have not seen this morning show, you are just trash. Her name is Take Heed to the Doggone Damn Message. And you guys are going to put some respect on her damn name. And go over and subscribe, hit the notification button, buy something from her store. She got something you can sip from. She got something you can wear. Man, listen, y'all need to go support her. Take Heed to the Damn Message is in the building tonight. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, it's there now, Ricky. I'm sorry, man. It was spinning over here. My bad. We got Take Heed in the building tonight. We also have another queen in the building tonight, all the way from Florida. Beautiful. Oh, she's so beautiful, but she just gets on my nerves sometimes. I love her to death. My sister from another Mr. Nissa's in the building tonight.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, sugar.
To know me is to love me, BMU.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me bring up the next one here. I think where she went? Oh, no, she be back. All right, let me bring up my brothers in the building tonight. A guest last on Barbershop Friday, and he's here again tonight with his political, intellectual perspectives. Let's give it up for Damien in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, from the Can I Get Some podcast in the building, man. Thank you for being here. All right, let's bring up my next brother, man. Listen, he has a show too, man. Y'all got to go like and subscribe over there. He get busy. His name is Izzy. He's in the building tonight. Izzy, man. What's going on tonight, my brother?
Hey, peace, everybody. How y'all doing? Good to see you,
brother.
What's up?
All right. Now, this last man needs no introduction because he has his own. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Uncle Rick. What's up, Rick?
Introduce yourself.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
We got Uncle Ricky in the building tonight. And last but not least, guys, you know him. This man is a very educated man, very seasoned man. He's a boomer. He's a panderer, a stripper. He owns a funeral home. I mean, guys, this man does everything. And so we want to bring him up, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for yours truly. Our Pain is in the building.
It's good.
I still don't understand the pandering part, but that's okay.
All right, but I want to check the temperature of the room tonight, man. My co-host will be here in a minute. He's running behind, but I want to check the temperature of the room, make sure everybody's doing okay. Izzy, man, how are you? How's the family, my brother?
I'm well. I pray everybody's doing well. Pray your family is doing well as well. Just well. Everything good.
I appreciate you, brother. Damien, how are you and how's your family, my brother?
I'm doing really well. Everybody's doing well. They're all good. So I appreciate you asking.
Absolutely. Anissa?
I am doing great. My family and I are marked safe from Tropical Storm Debbie that came through here yesterday and today. So I am blessed to be in the number.
I know that's right. Uncle Rick, how are you tonight, my brother? How's your family?
Everything is everything. The family's good, man. 1 year anniversary in 2 days of my daughter getting a heart, man. So it's her new birthday. Everything's good, man. I have no complaints.
Oh man,
that's what's up. Yeah,
much love and much
amen to that, brother. Our Pain is in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Our Pain, how are you tonight, my brother?
Hey, man, doing good, man. Talked to my doctor, had a blood test, and I'm still here.
I know that's right, man.
Oh, good, So
did he release you to still strip?
Yeah, he told me I need to give that one up, though. He told me I had to retire. Yeah, retire.
Damn.
But you know what? There's a guy who won't let me put down the goddamn thong. It's a guy on BMU who won't let me throw the thong away.
You're not supposed to have a thong, sir. You're supposed to have a G-string, just for the record. But hey,
well, see, I'm a bad stripper. See what I'm saying?
He's not supposed to have a thong. I'm just saying. I don't know
if you know, but his stripper name is called the Continent because they say he's everywhere at once.
Shout out to that.
Well, the fact that you know what I'm supposed to have, that's great, man. So you must have been on the other pole over there.
Oh my God. And last but not least, man. No. Hold on. Somebody else just came in, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to go ahead and bring her up because, you know, she says stuff like this.
I don't give a fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Embrace the Grace. She's in the building. Embrace the Grace. How are you tonight, Sugarfoot? And then we'll get last one.
I'm good. It was a long, draining day, but I'm here now. You know, this is my unwind time with my BMU family. So let's get it.
Good to see you, sweetheart. And also we have Take Heed in the building.
Take a picture, write it down. I don't give a fuck. You hear me? Do what it do.
Take Heed is in the building. Take Heed, how are you tonight, sweetheart?
That's good.
I'm doing just fine. The family is good. We just going through the storm. That's all up here in Jersey. So that's about it.
Okay. All right. It's good to see y'all. All right, man. So I just want to jump right into this thing. It's been a lot going on, man. With this whole Harris and Trump thing. And a few things. Take Heed, you have been covering this magnificently. I want to say I watch it every day, and you be cooking with no measuring cups, and they always come out good at the end. You be cooking, you cooking.
No,
and so,
it's called talking shit.
you be cooking. If y'all don't watch Take Heed, make sure that's your morning show. You want to be on that. But anyway, I want to jump right in. You see the name of the show tonight. If they can't give you policy, they will give you pussy. Listen. I wonder why I came up with that. I just wonder what made me come up with such a title. Probably because of I don't know what made me come up with that. I don't maybe I don't know. But I want to go through this video first because Megan Thee Stallion came through, and everybody knows, if you're a heterosexual man, Megan Thee Stallion. I don't like to call her Megan Thee Stallion because a stallion is a male horse. So I'm just going to say Megan. Meggie came through in blue to bounce that boo-boo. And she did it well. Uncle Rick, I'm going to start with you tonight. But before we do, I want y'all to see the video. All right, here we go.
We're about to make history with the first. We're about to make history with the first female president. The first black female president. Let's get this done, Hottie. Hottie for Harris.
Hotties for Harris is the new thing. Uncle Rick, what are your thoughts? Do you think this will help her get into the White House? Give us your honest opinion, please, sir.
It will help her with the exact people she's targeting that message to. It will help with the people who think that is relevant to policy. You coloreds. Trying to tell you this. Here's what they think about you in my Ice Cube voice. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. That's what they think about the black voters. That's what they think. Entertain them niggas. They all right. Let's give them somebody they're familiar with. Meg Thee Stallion. Not Stevie Wonder.
Man, come on.
Not Smokey Robinson. Not even Patti LaBelle. Meg Thee Stallion. You coloreds. Hey, y'all got it, man. Let's not talk about Waltz. Let's not talk about Waltz. This state, we have had a surplus for the last 4 years. Never got no money back. Waltz had this place locked down worse than California. Thousands of people lost their jobs. Thousands. Home of the Mayo Clinic, so y'all know what that means. You go in these schools, it's little rainbow triangles everywhere, upside down triangles everywhere. But hey, y'all got it, man. Y'all know what y'all doing.
Well, Uncle Rick, I want to add something to what you said because some people may or may not be familiar. The song that she performed that we can't play on YouTube for copyright reasons, but the song that she performed for supposedly the future president was Savage. Now, you guys are not familiar with the song. I have the lyrics pulled up here, and I'll just read the chorus part. Just not I'll just read the chorus. It says, "I'm a savage," and she performed it just like this. "I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening, bitch? I'm a savage."
But let me break it down to the brass tacks. Y'all don't like me anyway, so I might as well just keep it at 1,000.
Yeah, just keep it.
What they're telling y'all is black women, this is your representation.
Did you hear what I said?
This is the common black woman voter. Get them men some ass to shake and a nice body, and they with it. Like I said, y'all got it, man. I can't tell nobody how to vote. You're gonna do what you're gonna do, bro, sis. But hey, you can't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. Y'all go ahead, man.
Izzy Bands. "I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening, bitch?" Will that get her into the White House?
Unfortunately, I think that it's a done deal already. I came to this revelation the other day. You don't make this type of play. And make no mistake, it's a play. They totally undermined, totally obfuscated the democratic process. She wasn't elected by the people to be the representation for the Democratic Party. She didn't go against anybody in order to secure that nomination. She didn't have to go through the proper channels in order to get it. And as a matter of fact, when she was running for president, she had a 2% approval rating back in 2020. So you don't run this type of play to lose. You run this type of play where you already have the rules. I'm playing chess. I was playing chess, as you know, you can't see, but I was playing chess on my phone as y'all was talking. And in chess, you make moves 10 and 15 and 20 moves ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? By the time I sack my queen, I'm already at checkmate in 7-8 moves. So you don't make this type of play for just cosplay. This ain't nobody playing. This is for keeps. And it's already a done deal.
Hey. Damien, I'm going to bring you in because I know your perspective is going to be a little different from everybody else's.
I think so.
What are your thoughts? Do you think let me remind you what the song says. "I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening, bitch?" Will that get Sister Harris into the White House, sir?
Not specifically that, but I don't think it's going to deter people from voting for her. I mean, Meg Thee Stallion has 32 million followers on Instagram. So if she says something, it's a good chance some people might listen to what she's saying. So, she does have influence. And yeah, as far as the does it represent, is she trying to say this is how I perceive you, or it represents the female black women? If you take it that literally, you got to take Donald Trump having Kid Rock on his at the RNC. Kid Rock has a song called "Cool Daddy Cool," where he says, young ladies, I like them underage. Some say it's statutory, I say it's mandatory." So is he saying that Statutory rape of young women represents the Republican or Donald Trump's personal viewpoint. I mean, so either it's entertainment or it's a representation of the people that they're singing, that they're performing for. So it goes both ways. So you can't say, oh yeah, that represents, oh, that's just entertainment, when Kid Rock has a history of saying stuff like that. But Meg Thee Stallion is really trying to represent Black women in a certain light. She's representing herself and women who identify with the shit she rock with.
Wheat must have got me. Thank you for your perspective, Damien. I appreciate that. Now, once everybody gets theirs out, we're going to come in and have a group conversation about what everybody said. But I got my twin.
Where you been?
What's going on, my brother? Good to see you tonight.
Good to see you as well. Thank you for having me on. What up, Izzy?
What's up, Fuss? How you doing, good brother? How's it going, man?
It's going all right, man. I almost bought a shirt for you.
I was about to say, did you reach your dream? Did you reach your goal? That's the most important thing. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
I've seen a lot of her, unfortunately, but I haven't reached my goal yet. I'm still striving to reach the top.
All right, twin. Well, it's good to see you, man.
Yes, sir.
So our pain. I just want to keep reminding everyone, because I don't want anybody to forget. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion came in. She had her, shirt up, stomach out, showing her curves, and she said in the song before Sister Harris come out, she said, "I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening, bitch? Will that get her into the White House?"
Well, yeah. The point really is that Black people don't need to have anything to vote for the Democrats. That's been my thing for the last 12 months. As an old boomer, where everybody says is boomers for Democrats, I guess I'm an outlier on that as well. Right now, she hasn't had to say anything about policy, and she has as much momentum as she possibly can. Matter of fact, once she starts talking about policy, then she's going to be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So she could actually get more votes by just being dumb and mute, with Black people. Black people. I think we're the only idiots who follow that kind of shit. I think she'll have to come with more for some white people, So it's really a battle for the swing states. And I think that it's not a done deal for her, only because I think if Black men actually hold their dicks for one election, we could actually help the Democrats lose all those swing states where all those electoral votes are that they're looking for. And that's the only thing we can hope for. But there's going to be a whole mass of Black people just voting for her because she got brown skin and a vagina. It's as simple as that.
Damn.
And one more thing. Malcolm X has said this already. The guy always had some good shit. He said Black people are the only people that they parade entertainers out to get political message. Nobody else does that shit. Nobody else, you know what I'm saying? So we're still the same. When was Malcolm X? What shit? The 70s, the 60s? We're still doing the same stupid shit. And I'm more mad than all the rest of you. It's because it took me 46 fucking years to realize how much of an ass I am voting for the Democrats. So at least with whatever life I have left, that shit's over.
All right. Anissa, I don't have to remind you of the song because I think you play it in your car. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not going to assume that you play this in your car when you headed to the gym and you have your gym clothes on and you got that pretty smile with your hair pulled back like it is tonight. However, I'll remind you of the lyrics, okay? And keep in mind, guys, Anissa look real nice tonight. She is single. So it says, I'm a savage, okay? Classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's up, bitch? What's happening, bitch? Anissa, will that get her into the White House?
Absolutely not. I think all of us up here, at least I hope everybody up here is smart enough to know that that is not is what's going to get her into the White House. I feel about Megan Thee Stallion the same way I felt about Amber Rose. Neither one of those women represent me, and neither one of those women can speak for me. But I agree with Ricky in that she will influence those people that she is meant to influence. I don't understand, nor do I agree with every decision that every political person makes. A lot of them do things that don't make sense. A lot of them do things that are just outright wrong, stupid, or whatever you want to call them. What Megan Thee Stallion probably would not have been my choice, but for whatever reason, that's what they chose. Again, Megan does not represent me, can't speak for me. I don't relate to her. I don't relate to Amber Rose. I definitely know that's not enough to get Kamala into the White House. I am waiting until August 19th. I am definitely going to be involved watching the DNC, and I want to hear what she has to say. At this point, we don't know where she stands. That will be her opportunity to tell what her plan is, what her policies are going to be, and that'll be her opportunity to show us who she is, and then you can make an informed decision after that. But I was not impressed by Amber Rose, Kid Rock, or Hulk Hogan. They do absolutely nothing for me, and there's nothing that any of those people could have said that would have influenced me one way or another about my decision. I feel the same way about Megan Thee Stallion, but it's definitely not enough to get her in the White House. And I think, I think most people are smart enough to understand that.
Okay. Thank you for that. Embrace the Grace. You heard the lyrics to the song. I'm a savage. And maybe if I say it a little lower, it'll be more appropriate. Okay. Read it like I'm reading a Audible book. Maybe that'll work better. It says classy. I'm a savage, classy, bougie. Well, no, maybe I should read it like a poem at a club or something. Maybe that will be better. So let me try to do it that way. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening, bitch? Embrace. Will that get her into the White House?
She's 29 years old. So the point of having her there is to target the youngest age range that you can influence, who are the most impressionable, which is 18 to 28. She's 29. So she represents that age group that is starting to vote, really starting to get into politics. And it's sad, but Meg Stallion is indicative of what that age group represents. Yes, I can't, it's sad that you couldn't find somebody else. I would have even took Beyonce. I don't rock with Beyonce, but you could at least have Beyonce, somebody of a higher stature and financially, or be more articulate. But they got who they got in Atlanta, But they didn't show how many people left after the concert was over because they only came to see her. They didn't care about Harris. Okay, they didn't care what she had to say. And to me, Harris is. Gentlemen, have you ever seen a beautiful girl at the bar, and as soon as she's turned around and opens her mouth, you guys like, damn. No thank you. That's what Harris is going to be once she starts opening her mouth and talking about policies, because she's being spoon-fed everything. That pick that she did for VP today, that was strategically. I agree with Izzy. This is all steps to strategically get her in the office through the back door. She never went through the front door like it's supposed to be. We didn't have a prime. Well, I see I'm so used to voting Democrat that I say we, but not this year, guys. They're so used to just doing what they want. How dare you call Trump a terrorist of democracy when you didn't even give the Democrats a chance to pick an option? So no, this is not going to take her over the ledge, but it is a pawn in her game. And she did it to attract the age group between 18 and 28. And she was in Atlanta. So who else better than to pick somebody that represent the foolery that's going on in that age group and those kids that listen to her lyrics. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted.
All right. Twin, you're familiar with the words of the song Twin.
I never heard it. Can you say it again?
Yeah, sure can. No problem. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, Sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening, bitch? Well, would you rather me do it in a reverend voice? Want it Baptist, or is that good enough?
Can we get that good old Southern Baptist so I can pass the
Southern
collection plate
Baptist.
around?
I can definitely give it to you in Baptist. Here we go. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, and ratchet, sassy, moody, and nasty. Oh, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening, bitch? You got it? Is that good enough?
Oh man, yes.
Okay,
I
go
feel
ahead.
I feel it moving.
Give me your perspective.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Hold the holy water.
Hold on,
Anyway,
Mama.
yes. Holy Mashanda. Should have bought a Kia. No. Will it get her in the White House? Possibly. It's there's enough people out there that want to see a woman president that it could potentially get her in the White House. And they chose the right woman. They chose an educated woman in Meg Thee Stallion to go on stage and shake her, and shake her rump for all the people at the rally in attendance. And it just showed me. I had this conversation with someone. It's like if I had a young daughter that was looking up to Kamala Harris, what does that teach her? It teaches her that, hey, it's okay to sleep your way to the top. It's okay that no matter how smart you are, you still have to be sexually objectified to get the position that you want. And that's where I took an issue with it. Like you still had to have a woman out there that's going to twerk or bounce that ass to get a vote. To me, that's despicable and deplorable, especially for someone who's supposed to be black. So could it get in the White House? Yeah, because there's enough people that want to see a woman and a black woman. I've spoken to a lot of people, white and black, to say, I want to see a woman in office. I want to see a black woman in office. So could it? Yeah, but I still thought it was despicable. I mean, I even thought the lady that Trump brought out was a little different. I wouldn't have brought her out either. The lady who spoke in Atlanta, who was a little overly exaggerated and had long nails and short skirt. Is that who that was? Was it Mahogany Christmas or something like that? What's her name?
Oh man, no. Michaela Montgomery. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about her in a minute, but go ahead.
I had an issue with her.
Oh
as well.
Lord.
So I'm on both. So I got to talk about both sides there. So, but I'm independent. I've voted with whomever I thought was the best candidate. I fully believe in what R. Payne was talking about when it comes to ballot versus bullet with what Malcolm X said. So yeah, I could it get in the White House? Yes. Will it get in the White House? I hope not.
All right. Last but not least at all, and then we're going to have a discussion. Take heed to the message. Will this get her into the White House?
So the problem I have with our own people is that we always worried about what white folk do. You know, if white folk do this, you know, we could do this. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when we saw white folk do foolishness, and we like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But you have people that they will get up here and they will say, well, the Republicans did it. So, I mean, we did it. So what? You know, because they did it. You know, and this is what I experience real time in my content. Because I will get sisters, I will say, listen, what y'all doing ain't right. You got to fix that. It's going to lead the wrong way, right? They'll tell me, well, white women do it. Why are you upset? White women do it. And this is the excuse that we use. Now, black women, when we are elders, right, we're supposed to lead the younger ones in the right way. But we don't. Because what it is that if I can exploit this younger one, I'm going to do it. Now, I know Megan got a check. Listen, Megan do her thing. She got a check. But does it make it right? Does it make it right on Kamala's behalf? Does it make it right? This is the thing that we all miss. We all miss this thing. If she say that she a black woman, black women are not supposed to destroy one another. Am I right? This is what the fake sisterhood tell me all the time. Oh, you ain't supposed to be talking about your sisters like that. Mind you, it's okay for Kamala Harris to exploit Megan Stallion. Because I gave her a check. I pimped her out. I gave her a check. That's what she's supposed to do. Get up there and shake that ass for me. But when I say something, I'm the one that's wrong. Now, do I think that this will mess her up? I don't think so. The younger women will see and they'll say, well, I love Megan. That's why I'm going to go vote for Kamala. I can see that. And then also we have so many people that will get up here and say, I'm going to vote for Kamala because she's the first black woman. Okay, so we're excited about that. And I'm a Democrat. I'm a Dem to the core, but I won't be voting for her. I'm going to vote for my local elections. That's what I'm doing. Because my local election does the right thing. None of them crazy. Okay, it ain't nonsense in my town. Okay, but I'm looking at my governor two-sided because we became one of the sovereign cities that, you know, you have illegal immigrants in this bitch. And New Jerseyans are starving over here. It's crazy. But the thing still remains is that even if Trump is doing it and he's exploiting all these, you know, all his people on his side, you had got Kid Rock, you got Hulk Hogan, you got Amber Rose. Amber Rose said, I ain't black. So let her trifling behind stay over there. But the thing is, this is something supposed to be sisterhood. That's why she called in the Divine Nine to help her secure the White House. So this is supposed to be sisterhood. Should we have handled it in a different way? Because she had called somebody else to come instead of this child right here. All she did was shake her ass up there on that stage and get down. And then 30 minutes, Kamala got up there and spoke and didn't say nothing about policy. Didn't say what she was going to do, anything at all. And so we supposed to just say, because she black, we accept it. But you know what? This is our fault. This is our fault. Because we all forgot when Biden got up there in 88 and called us monkeys. Okay, we all forgot about that. Okay.
He called us what? What did he say?
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
That is a fake.
Okay.
Disprove fake.
Did not say that. Come on, now. Let's just tell the truth.
That's been disproven as AI
Okay, so
fakery.
super predator is better.
Super
That was Hillary
Predators,
Clinton.
right.
Super
Then-
predator is better.
That was Hillary Clinton.
Monsters
my
is
kids-
better.
No, he said it too. He said it
I don't want
too.
my kids going to
He said
school
it
with
too.
monkeys.
Monsters is
too.
better. Come on,
Okay.
He said it
let's
too.
Not
Also,
wanting to rent to y'all black Negroes, ninjas. Is that better?
and then
Yeah,
in 94, and then in
Let's
94,
call it
Oh, let's
on
take you finish your
talk
thought.
about it.
I'm
Let's
still
take you finish
talking.
your thought.
I'm
Yeah,
still
go ahead.
talking.
TK. Finish your thought,
In
baby.
94, he got a crime bill, and the crime bill was what? To destroy us. So we all forgot about that. Now, I'm not saying either party is good. I tell y'all all the time, both of them are demons. But now here takes the whole kit and caboodle. You got Tim in that bitch. Now you got this is, and he agrees with children changing
Their sex.
their sex, their
Mhm.
genders.
Yeah.
So does she.
He agrees with that.
She does.
So now, if the children, if a child say, I believe God put me in the wrong body, and you the parent, and you say, no, you are a boy, and he go tell somebody at school, my mama said this, and then they go report it to DIFAS, okay, they can come in and take your child from you because you're telling your child the right thing, but they're saying because whatever the child believes they are, that's what they are. But people who don't have children, you don't have a stake in this. You don't have a dog in the fight. You don't have a dog in the fight. You don't have a young child in the fight. So you don't know what it's going to be like for parents who have young children or teenagers. Because how, you hear the horror stories about these sex changes. You hear the horror stories about them. They tell you how many surgeries they got to go through and everything, how much medication they got to take. But here we go, Tim walking in, and he is her pick. But I wasn't surprised. I thought it was going to be the other one, but I'm not surprised. And the truth is, like I told y'all before, both of them are demons. Trump got his nonsense with those apartments in New York. Also, the 5 gentlemen that he crucified in the newspaper as well.
Good.
Okay, so we do have to mention that too. But it still remains is that she gonna get it. She gonna get it because there's too many people who wanted it. She gonna get it. But it'll be after she done finished that 4 years that y'all gonna see the damage that y'all made. But it's the ones who don't have children, y'all not gonna feel it. It's the ones who have kids. We gonna feel it. And I'm done.
The whole world is gonna feel it.
Because she don't have any kids, and so she wouldn't know how it feels. But I want to get through some of these videos. I also want to say, so far for the sponsor of the show, I got a Cash App from Big Bad Bull, $50 Cash App, man. I appreciate you, my brother. You always come through and show your boy some love in the Cash App, man. So I'm gonna play a little something for you, and after that, we're gonna hop into these videos because these videos are very important. Then we'll have a discussion here, but let me play this real quick, and we'll be right back. Here we go.
Oh, let me slow it down. Rapping with the singing, I be swinging. You can get it all free like welfare. Back to the beginning, know what I told ya. I got 2 degrees, now I'm dumb rich. This sound like some 718 shit. The living weirdo on the same shit. Damien, let's go violinist.
All right, thank you for that. Guys, if you want to donate to the channel and you're enjoying this content tonight, send your boy Cash App. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, or you can go ahead and send a super chat as well and hit that like button, subscribe button, share button, notification button, share it with somebody that you don't like and somebody that you do like. All right, I will appreciate that. All right, so I want to hop into one of these videos real quick. I was watching, I forgot the guy's name. He's a business guy, but he said this today.
Press secretary telling you that the DEI vice president is the future of the party here. And so the future looks kind of dim for the Democrats here, but this is no shocker either. Kamala Harris, she's the original Haktua girl. That's the way she got where she is. And the party's going downhill if it's in her hands.
That was tough. That was
damn.
harsh.
Shots fired.
The
That's
original
like-
Hot 2 girl.
That's like 2 weeks. That's like 2 weeks old. He said that a while back.
Dang.
That's still funny. It's
Yeah.
funny no less. The original Hot 2 girl.
That was one of the videos. And then the video that we were talking about a few minutes ago is this one.
They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
If you don't know who Willie Brown is, that's the man that Kamala Harris.
Yeah, he was a mayor of Oakland. I'm born in Oakland, so he was a former mayor, and he was the president of the San Francisco City Council for a very long time. He was a really influential politician and a player. And
yeah. And Kamala said, Kamala said, come get this kitty cat. Now here's
Kamala
another
cookies.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
before we move on, can I
yeah,
say this? Hey,
absolutely.
that woman, whatever, Michaela Montgomery is the poster child for filet mignon on a garbage top.
Yeah.
She's the poster child. Like nothing that she said was wrong. It's just her presentation was just all wrong.
Yeah.
What's called? No, she said she almost everything she said was wrong. In that clip, just that short clip she said was wrong. Nobody told her as the savior of Black people.
No,
Nobody
hold
said
on.
that.
That's not true. No, that's not true. She's absolutely, that's Damon. That's absolutely not true. She's absolutely touted as the savior of Black women without question. Without question.
Who is
by
saying
Black
it?
women,
Okay.
by the Black women that's telling you if you don't vote for her,
About
you ain't Black.
100,000 AKAs. 100,000 AKAs said that.
Give me just a second, because
So
this
stop.
next video
Girls
I'm going to
and
play
Chuck.
is going to give you guys what you need
right.
to say what you need to say. So let's watch this real quick. Here we go.
Going back because ours is a fight for the future. And it is a fight for freedom. Across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on assault on hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights. The freedom to vote, the freedom to be safe from gun violence, the freedom to live without fear of bigotry and hate, the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride.
That was it.
The freedom to learn and acknowledge our true and full history. And the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do. Ours is a fight for the future and for freedom. Believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans, and when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it into law. So November 5th is in 98 days.
All right, that's enough.
Thank you,
guys.
I thought I heard 5 policies just in that statement.
Yeah, I
alone.
was about to say,
Policy
yeah,
platform.
but- and they're all-
5 policies: kill babies, kill more babies, kill
Yes.
babies.
No.
marry the same sex.
Absolutely. Marry same sex. Absolutely.
But you said you didn't know what her policy was, and there was 5 of them
say
just
that,
in
but
that
that's-
Hold on,
statement.
but none of that benefit Black people. It only destroys us.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Let me get,
Gay relationship stops the birth of children. That means the birth rate
Right.
goes down, and
Right.
abortion kills the future. So
Right.
she's
Hold
not
on.
talking about anything positive for Black people.
And we lead in abortion. So
Leading them 23 million since 1967. Let's go.
and hold up. So gun violence doesn't affect Black people.
Man,
Yeah.
all they want to do is take the guns
No.
away so that they
No,
can
no,
have
no.
Control as the government.
Let me
Nobody's
handle
asking
the
the question.
gun.
Wait.
Hold on,
Let's-
they want to take
hold on,
hold on,
is-
they want to hold on. They want to take the people's guns away so that the government could be able to have control over the people. Let's just be honest.
Okay,
The
I'm
whole
actually-
reason, hold on, the whole reason why they
go ahead.
put the Second Amendment in the beginning was to be able to keep the government from being able to control the people by physical force, a corrupt government. And so the whole reason why they want to take the guns out of the hands of the people and disguise it as these treacherous AR-15s and stuff like that is to make people give up their rights so that they can take over physically, so that they won't have very little pushback. That's the reason why.
I would remember thinking this name. Have you heard of the name Mate Yelena Rodriguez? Mate Yelena Rodriguez. Does that name ring a bell to anybody on the platform?
No.
Probably not. That's the 10-year-old girl who was slaughtered at her school in Uvalde, Texas. That's one of the 19 children. This girl was shot in the face with an AR-15 that did so much damage to her face. The only way they could identify her is with the green Converse she wears to school. So when we talk about people needing to do, there needs to be good sense and smart gun laws. There ain't nobody saying take away your gun. They're just saying everybody don't deserve to have guns. And if you do have a gun, you need to be responsible with how you handle that gun, how you store that gun. And
That's already
you can't stop people from having guns, though.
That's
Like, they
already
can
in
still-
place right now.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. Because hold on. Guns don't. Yes, it is. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. So those are already. Hold on. Certain states, the gun rights are states' rights. Certain states have different rules and regulations when it comes to gun and gun control. And there are some states that have very strict and stern rules, and there's some states that have lesser strict rules.
And the ones that have the strict rules have less gun violence, right?
Most of the time, no, they don't. New York City, Chicago. Are you sure you want to play this game?
Yes,
New Jersey,
yes, I do.
New Jersey,
I do.
New York City, and Chicago. So no, and no. Now,
I'm talking about
Los Angeles next.
What states have the most gun violence in schools? Texas,
come on,
Florida.
The people that have the most gun violence are the places.
Shout out to the goalpost move on that one.
Right. You're picking spots, bro. You can't just keep picking spots. And we're talking about gun violence as a whole.
And to put this in your face, right? Because like I said, coloreds have a bad sense of history, right? During C-19, the only reason they wasn't able to monopolize the country like they did Australia and China is because of the Second Amendment. Australia was a police state. Do y'all remember China? They was locking up people in their house for months on end.
Yep.
Because the people don't have weapons. What is wrong with y'all? If y'all, the United States was built on the Second Amendment.
Absolutely.
Okay. If you don't like it, leave. It is every person that's a lawful person's right to own a firearm. Just like you said, it's on the people's responsibility to be responsible with a weapon. So why do y'all get the government legislating that anyway?
Okay.
The truth is y'all enjoy the government in y'all business because y'all is not responsible. Y'all don't want to be held responsible for yourselves. Right. And let me say this because let me say this. I think what I think in this election, a lot of y'all is counting on people to vote for Kamala who ain't really with her. If y'all keep thinking that the white men and white women of this country are going to vote Kamala in before they can get a white woman president, y'all is out of y'all mind.
It's not about the popular vote, though. That's the whole beat of the situation. It's not about the popular vote. If it's about the popular vote, then you would be right. But the truth is the Electoral College is the fix.
Like I said,
I agree.
Yeah, and that brings the swing states into play. And I don't think I think Donald Trump has a good chance to win those swing states. And I think black men have a say in that.
Like all I'm saying is,
I
want to reach out to people because I've heard this before when I've been on panels and stuff like say, if you don't like the country, leave. I think that's an asinine thing to say with all respect, Rick, because it's one of those things that if you have a problem with something and you love it, you don't leave it. You fix the problem. If there's a leaky roof in your house, you don't sit there and be like, oh, the roof is leaking, time for me to move out. You fix the problem. You don't sit there and like leave or don't address the problem. You fix the problem.
So what's the problem?
I mean, the problem is there's no reason why there should be this many mass shootings in the United States as right now. Other countries have not just as many guns, but per capita the same amount of gun ownership. New Zealand, Australia.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. 100%.
That's not true at all.
I said per.
No.
Per capita. Two things happen. In Australia, I think it was 1981. They had a mass shooting that killed 23 people.
1981?
1981. Listen to what I'm saying. They had a mass shooting that killed 23 people. They did good sense gun laws. They banned all assault women, all assault weapons. People still got guns. You don't think they got guns in fucking Australia? But they just don't have mass shootings. And they made laws related to gun ownership stricter. It's harder to get them, and if you are caught, and the penalties are a lot stiffer if you're caught with an unauthorized.
And that's why Australia is not a free country like ours is.
Right?
How is Australia not a free country?
No, because they draconian rules, man.
How can you say that in the same breath when C-19 happened, they went into a police state and basically went to martial law and locked everybody up? How can you say that?
I mean, all the countries who didn't have this, but
exactly.
I wish. Hold on a second.
That's the cost of freedom, bro. Freedom costs you something.
Okay,
freedom
so
costs you something. You
baby's
guys want safety.
Okay, cool.
You want
you
safety
cool.
over
Baby's
your
getting
own
shot in the
freedom.
face with AR-15s in school.
It's not. Wait. But that's the wait.
I
Criminals
got a
do that.
question.
Hold on. Criminals do that. Sick people do that. Same. The registered gun owners, the people who buy guns, don't do that. It's sick people that do that. It's people with illnesses do that. So
how do
what
those
I'm
people
saying,
get access to the guns?
They get access in a myriad of ways.
How?
But what I'm saying, there's a myriad of ways. Now, allegedly, the person that allegedly attempted to assassinate Donald Trump, guess where he got his weapon from? From his father. He stole his father's gun. Now, the thing that you're talking about in Texas, guess where he got his weapon from? He allegedly stole it.
He did not. He bought it.
No, there was two different. He
went
remember,
and bought it.
Hold on.
And the same day he bought it, he went and killed his grandmother.
There was two different stories because he had more than one assault weapon. Remember, he didn't just have one assault weapon. So, but the point of the matter is, number one, you're talking about 20-year-old kids, right? Again, these both of those people were young men, right? You're talking about 20-year-old kids. How a 20-year-old kid has a right to get a weapon anyway is crazy. But at the same time, you don't take the weapon out of the hands of the people in order to justify a couple of bad apples. That doesn't make sense at all.
Hey, well, you know what? It's still trying to pinpoint the goddamn unfortunate incidents in school. There's a mass shooting in Chicago in the inner city every goddamn weekend. What are you talking about?
What are
you talking about? So in all the blue cities, it's almost absolute fucking chaos. In every blue city with a liberal mayors and shit like that, that's
bullshit.
That's not bullshit. It's every.
I'm gonna Google it and then I'm gonna put the stat in the back.
Damien, how stringent are the gun laws in California?
They're pretty strict.
And they're one of the top 5 states.
And I'm in Texas though
with school shootings. And so
top 5. But I'm in San Antonio. Well, no, I'm from California. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of car accidents. Maybe we should start banning cars.
Exactly.
But you know what?
Yeah.
But hold on. You have to be a certain age, take a test, and you have to be insured. There's certain guardrails in it. And
don't do that.
No.
That's the same with gun laws, Damien.
No, it's not.
And it still happens. Yes, it is. There's laws and licensing with guns, and it still happens. Again, like I said, you can't sacrifice safety for freedom. It doesn't work that way, sir.
Yes, you can. Why can't you drive as fast as you want? Hold on a second. Why can't you drive as fast as you want on a highway, Ricky? Why can't I drive 150 everywhere I'm going?
Exactly.
No, answer the question. Why can't I drive 150 everywhere I go?
It's unsafe. And it's the same with the
what
law.
did they do because it's unsafe?
It's the same with the laws. I answered your question already. And it's the same with the gun laws, right? You can't be crazy and just go buy a gun. You have to have a permit. If you're good, and it's the same way you make that argument.
I could go to Walgreens and buy a rifle
Give me
right
a
now.
second.
What's the Brady bill?
My bad, Ricky.
Slow down. It's the same example I could use with a car. It's plenty of people without a license and shit and be drunk driving and still driving cars and having accidents. You can't ban cars just like you can't ban guns. It's a dumb argument.
Hold on a second. Are guns a necessity?
Yes.
Okay. Are cars? So guns and cars are in the same plane of necessity.
Yeah. A car's not a necessity either.
It's not.
That's a luxury. A car's a luxury.
Right. You live in New York, you don't necessarily need a car.
I'm not talking about New York. If you live in rural Canada,
you got Uber.
You're asking a question, bro. So you can't. I'm not pinpointing everywhere. You're asking a question. You said are cars a necessity? Depends on where you are. A guns necessity. Depends on where you are.
If you want to get that granular with it, I will.
Right, you the one moving the goalposts.
No, I'm asking a question because I want to get granular with it. I'm gonna are cars a necessity for most people?
No.
Okay.
All right. Where you live?
Okay.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It depends on where you live.
Exactly. But a gun's a necessity for most people.
Again,
Yes.
if I live in the country somewhere, where I have a lot of acres, where I may have something that could come up, yes, I may need. I'm going to need a gun. I live in uptown of the city that I live in. I don't necessarily need a car to get anywhere. I have everything in my area. If I move out to the country, I may need a car, or I may need an Uber, but I may need somewhere to get somewhere. But where I live right now, no, I don't need a car if I don't want one.
And I want y'all to let you know,
depends on where you live.
There's 2 guns in my house right now. So I'm not against guns. I'm not against gun ownership. I'm just get that the access of people who have it, who, like I said, but I can still go to Walmart in Texas.
But you're going about the wrong way. But
or I could go to a gun show that they have a lot here in Texas and just buy a gun.
Listen, but you're going about it the wrong way. The problem is this: the gun laws, they have gun laws, and that doesn't stop criminals from getting guns. Criminals are going to get guns regardless. And listen, again, guns don't delete people. People delete people. So when you keep going to the area, what you're trying to do is you're trying to take the guns out of the hands of people like you and I, who would protect ourselves, who would protect our families, and the lawless people, the people that don't care anything about the laws anyway, the criminals, they're going to get the guns regardless. So what you're doing is you're putting us in danger against the government and against other people who are lawless. You are actually giving up your rights, whether you know it or not, to control, because it doesn't stop with AR-15s and Mac 11s and automatic weapons. It doesn't stop there. It just keeps going and going and going, because next time someone's gonna fire a firearm and delete somebody, and they're like, oh well, we got to get rid of the gun spirit. Because it's the mentality of the people that gives away their freedom for nothing.
If that's the case, why did Trump ban bump stocks?
Well, that's been overturned. You better Google it.
But why? Well, I'm saying, hold on a second. Even if it had, I don't think it has. I'll verify. But why did he ban it in the first place?
Bro, why? I'm not even gonna justify
Because-
that with a response.
hold on,
Yo, Trump is not in office. Number one,
You can move
Biden
to pass
office.
it.
Number two, you totally moving the goalposts from what
Nah,
we're
you-
talking
you
about.
just
We're
said
talking
that.
about
You just said
Kamala
that.
What is a bump
Harris
stock?
trying to
What is a
take-
bump stock?
He's talking about the
A bump stock goes on the end of your. I know somebody that had one. I'm sorry. It goes into when you're shooting your AR-15 or your assault rifle. It helps you with accuracy. So it
Right,
goes into
right.
the
But you
shoulder.
can still shoot a gun without one, right?
Yes. So you can
I'm
still
just-
cause as much damage without one.
All I'm saying is but there was the reason is because the legislation was that what it does is it enhances the killing power, or the stabilizes it, so it enhances the killing power of the weapon that you're. It was like, what's in war?
BMU,
Why do you need
allow
that?
him to move the goalposts? I
Why do you-
didn't answer that question.
What I'm saying is why do we need that in East? Why does a person who live need that in East Texas?
Bro, why are you trying to move the goalposts? Let's go back to that. Why are you trying to totally move the goalposts off of what we're talking about?
I'm gonna give you a hint, something, Izzy. Saying why you move the goalpost is not an effective way to deflect from what I'm asking.
You're
I'm just telling you
deflecting.
that.
Your total
That's
statement
like
is a
saying
deflection.
checkmate. That's like saying
No,
checkmate.
you absolutely didn't checkmate.
No,
You're sitting there.
No,
and
no,
your
I'm not saying
question
it's checkmate.
is a total. Your question is a total deflection.
Like saying why are you moving the goalpost?
You're talking about bump stocks,
Does
and we're
not-
talking about the banning automatic. We're talking about banning weapons.
All I'm saying is, like,
just a second, guys. Anissa has been waiting patiently.
I
Let her
apologize,
get in,
Anissa.
'cause
Go ahead.
Anissa, what are your thoughts on what you've been hearing so far?
I really just have a question because I'm a female. I'm not into guns like that. I think everyone does have the right to bear arms and you have a right to protect yourself. But can I understand, is there a reason why you would be against the banning of, say, AR-15 and assault rifles and, like you're saying, bump stocks, things that we're seeing that are being used in mass shootings and things of that? Is there a reason why anyone would be against that? Or would anyone be against it making it harder for people to have access to that? I think that's the part I don't understand.
Well, because
And I'm just asking because I don't really know.
historically, what happens is this. That's the way that they took away weapons in other places. Historically, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So what they do is they condition you to give up your freedom. It starts with, oh, the president was attempted to be assassinated. It was an AR-15. AR-15s are bad. Let's take all the AR-15s from the people because we can't have any AR-15s because
aren't AR-15s the normal gun that's usually used in a lot of these mass shootings?
No,
so is there anything wrong with wrong with restricting them?
No,
I mean, why
get up here and lie. I'm trying to. This is the thing.
Need those type of guns.
This is the thing, Miss Anissa.
What's the problem with making it
Hold on, real
hard?
quick, Ricky.
What's the problem with you? Hold on, let me finish. What is the problem with instead of you being able to get one in 3 days, it might take you 3 months or something like that? Like, what is the problem with making it a little harder, a little stricter? Not to say that you can't get it, but we're going to have more regulations so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. That's my question.
The thing is this, and this is as a card carrying member, this is the thing. It is harder in certain places. Okay, it is more challenging. It is more difficult. It is harder in certain places. Okay, so you see. I don't know. Well, it is harder in certain places. So it does take time where you have regulations in certain states. It does take a matter of time for you to pass FBI checks, whatever the case may be, pass background checks and so forth and so on. But the problem is when they are passing these laws, they pass a whole bunch of other things in the legislation, number one. Number two, it's a play to take away the freedom. They come in, it's a Trojan horse. They come in, they say, oh, these AR-15s are bad. These AR-15s are the ones that's causing these mass shootings, so forth and so on. And then what happens is later on, it's all the guns. So it's a Trojan horse. That's the reason why I have a problem with it.
And Anissa, just to answer your question, AR-15s, Glocks, and shotguns are the most used in mass shootings. So it's not just AR-15s. It's Glocks and shotguns.
Right.
Can I say something? This take it personal. I don't care. This is how fucked up y'all thinking is. Right. This is how fucked up y'all thinking is. Y'all want more regulation on somebody getting a pistol, but don't give a fuck if a baby can get killed right away.
Delete it. Woo!
Or you can delete them at 9 months.
That's how
in
fucked
California.
up y'all thinking
That's
is.
taking a human life.
That's cool. Hey,
Yep.
I want to hear what they say about that, Anissa and Damien, because I know you guys are.
Y'all clap and celebrate that shit.
23 million.
Fuck out of here. Y'all sick in the
Ricky,
head, bro.
you're wrong. Nobody claps for that. I as I stated the first.
It's never nobody on the panel in this. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply.
Okay, because
If it
I don't
doesn't apply, it doesn't
understand
apply.
all these gun talk or whatever, because I really just don't understand it. So that's where my question came from.
You don't understand it. You don't understand it because you don't understand protection.
Let me address.
No, it's not that I don't understand protection. I'm just trying to figure out what is the problem with making if they're being used in these mass shootings, if they're being used inappropriately, if they're being used in these shootings every fucking weekend in Chicago where y'all read that 20, 30, 40, 50 people been shot somewhere. If it's the issue, what is so wrong about making it a little harder to get?
Because they don't follow the law.
Can I say something as a female?
Go ahead.
They already are harder to get, number one, and it's propaganda, number two.
Go ahead, Embrace.
Okay, I am an avid gun advocate. My daddy taught me how to use weapons since I was 9, Anissa. And in the world that we live in, if a man comes into this house with an AR, how am I supposed to compete against that? You don't think I got one too right here? Or we both gonna go down. But I know I'm gonna die one day, but I'm gonna go down fighting. This is the world we live in. Even if you make it harder for somebody to get a gun, okay, so they get it 3 months later and they still go do what they got to do. But you cannot take away our rights to protect ourselves because But I mean, you can't now pick and choose which guns we can get, which guns we can't get. It's either all or nothing. I mean, if you don't get it through the store, the AR-15, you're gonna get it from the hood. You're gonna get it from the you know the bald guys. What's their name? So either you're gonna get it legally or you're gonna get it illegally. Either way, you're gonna get the weapon if you want it.
What
And sometimes the government are dropping them off in the hood themselves.
But
And
that's the point. They restrict good people.
This is what I'm saying. You can't tell somebody it's my right to do. The same way y'all say we can't say nothing when a woman want to do something with her body. You can't control that. I can't control that. This is what y'all don't understand. It's not the government's job to even regulate. It's my right.
Right, human.
So y'all, you can't sit up here and tell me you want to pick and choose what you want to pick and choose from. You might not like it, you might don't like it, you might don't agree with it, but it's that person's right. So again, if you gonna stand on that, you need to stand on this. It's my right. Just like y'all say, it's every woman's right to do what she wants to with her body. It's every living thing's right to protect themselves. Everyone, and you can't pick and choose.
Can I add on to that? The point is this, and I think this is, I don't want us to miss this point in emotionality. The point is the people that follow the law are not the ones that are doing these mass shootings. The people that follow the law are not the one doing these mass shootings. Criminals are doing the mass shootings, and criminals don't go through a 3-month wait for no damn gun.
Right. That's the point I was gonna make, Izzy.
Right, exactly.
When you recover, I've recovered Tech 9s, Uzis, all of them. These are illegal. You think they give a damn about what the law says?
No.
You think they care when I say to them, "Hey, you're not supposed to have this"? Oh, I don't care. Hey, I got a double drum for my hand cannon. You're not supposed to have this. Is illegal. Well, I don't care. It's rough out here. I'm trying to survive. I'm not gonna let them get me before I get them. The problem with this whole gun thing is as Izzy said, the issue is that the majority of the crimes that are done with guns are done with illegal guns, ghost guns. When we go and recover these guns, they ain't got no damn serial number. Everything been scraped off. And so you want to take the guns out of people's hands who are actually following the law, because the people who aren't following the law, you can't do nothing with them. The truth of the matter is you can make the laws as stringent and as tough as you want to. There are people who don't follow them and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. You should know if you're from California, because the former prosecutor up there, who's the vice president now, she did a lot of this work. This is what she did.
And enjoyed it.
I want y'all to Google something real quick.
One second.
Like y'all saying all these. Go ahead.
One second. All right, guys. So, because these super chats are talking about what we're talking about. AP, the accountability partner, $20 super chat, man. Thank you so much, my brother. He says, fact check per capita, per 100 people in the United States, there are 120 guns. The number 2 is Yemen with 52.8. Thank you for that, AP. I appreciate it. He came back again and said, this is the source. All right, guys. So if you want to see those statistics, that's the source. Thank you for another $5 super chat. Then we got 500 in here. He says, gun control will not affect Black communities. Our problem is the legal guns out your focus. Well, I guess he said just your focus there. The criminals are using illegal guns. And then this one right here, another fact check. He said, Anissa, this is for you. Thank you for another $5 super chat, AP, and supporting the channel. He says, a fact check, 73% of Chicago gun violence is committed by people with illegal guns. Damn. Thank you so much for those super chats, my brother.
Right. Two things. Number one is, if you look up Google, any mass shooter, the guy in Uvalde, the guy in Florida who shot up the kid and shot up the school in Florida, the guy who shot up the store in El Paso, the guy who shot up the synagogue in I think it was Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, they'll have something in common. None of them had criminal records. So it's not like criminals are out there. These mass shootings are majority of the time are not being done by criminals. They're being done by radical people, and the vast majorities are not criminals. They don't become criminals until they fire that first bullet. So don't make it seem like, oh, it's like a criminal. There's no person who has a history of. Let me finish this. Let me finish this statement. No.
That's also not true, Damien.
That's a
You
fact.
don't have to fire a bullet to become a criminal. You can be arrested on intent.
Okay.
And you could be a criminal without being arrested.
Now you're being now y'all just being whatever. Now
You
let's
can't
stay
make
focused on the
laws
thing.
based
So
on
we're
the
moving the
exception.
goalposts.
No, I'm not saying moving over. I'm saying you're you're distracted
No,
from the
no, we're
point.
not.
You're
You,
focused on the wrong point.
you made your point. You
Minority.
can't make rules based on exceptions.
You
I
can
mean,
make.
you just can't just take
I
away the rights from
addressing.
people.
I am addressing the point that was made by
Well, the point
these.
is a new point. You're
No,
making
it
a
is.
rule, but
No,
it's
it's
an
not.
exception. Yes, it
You may
is.
not want to hear it, but it's not a
No,
moot
I
point.
do want to hear it. You're
Then stop
absolutely
talking
wrong.
and you'll hear it.
I heard you already. I don't know
No,
you
you
want to keep
didn't.
drumming that shit down everybody's
I'm
throat.
saying all
You
I'm
can't
saying
make
is that
rules. You can't make
all I'm
laws
saying.
based on a
All I'm
few
saying.
fucking people.
Let me
who
finish.
dumbass
Let
people.
me finish.
Okay,
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No, you
know
can't.
how you absolutely can't make all based on the few.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, not with guns.
Democrats want to take your guns.
Yes, they do.
You can make all
so
kinds
that
of
you
laws
could be
based on the
food.
few.
So that you could be food.
I don't get
Point
into this
blank, period.
conspiracy stuff. I don't get into this conspiracy shit.
It ain't a conspiracy. Listen, hold on, homeboy. This is the thing. You must not hold on real quick. BMU. He must not study history. This is the thing. I don't understand why you're saying this. You think that big government is going to save you. They don't care nothing about you.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you are just another number. If
This
you
is
are
what
not,
people
if you hold on,
do.
if you're not serving, then you are of no use. And at the end of the day, there has to be certain people believe in population control. Certain people believe that there's not enough for everyone. So if you are a fool that thinks that government is going to save you, that they have your best interest at heart, there's nothing that we can tell you. The history of the world tells you different. This has happened over
like I said,
and over
it's
and
all
over
conspiracy
again.
theory. It's all conjecture, and
It's not conjecture. It's a fact. It's a historic fact. Would you like me to give you dates and times?
Okay. Regardless. Yes, but that stuff is just
American Revolution,
before
the Civil War.
It was they're totally different things than what's going on right now. You comparing somebody trying to have gun laws to the Civil War.
So take heed. Go ahead. We can take one of you, then we'll get back to this conversation. She's been waiting patiently. We'll get you back in there, Damien.
So I don't know how we got, all the way on the left like
That's
this
true.
tonight. It just like flew over there real quick. I just hope we can get the conversation back going, because no matter what we say, some people on the panel is not going to change their mind.
Yeah.
So all I will say is this, is that being a woman that lives in Jersey, and we have this big house, and we live in a nice neighborhood, but if somebody walk up in here, I'm happy to know my king has something in the closet that will take them out. I'm just saying that you only understand this is when you are faced with danger. Something bad happens to you, or your family. And then when you don't have the right to bear arms, it won't look pretty. It won't look pretty. But I think we should get on to something else, because we're not going to change people's minds here, because they keep going back and forth. And then the goalposts keep getting moved. Okay, so let us get on to something else. All right.
Yeah, because I think basically what they were saying, take heed, is when Kamala Harris said on that video a few minutes ago that she's going to sign this into law. She says, when I become president, ain't going to be no more of them AR-15s. I'm coming to get them motherfuckers. And so, and when she said that, you think those white men, and me, I'm from the South. You think them white men in Mississippi, in the backwoods of Louisiana, in the woods of Texas, the voter turnout is finna be massive.
Yeah, but she double talking, because know why I say this is that a lot of these people who pump money into DC, they have all these special agendas. She's saying some of this stuff gonna have to be ran through Congress. Some of this stuff gonna have to be ran through the House and the Senate, right? But the House and the Senate is the same people who can't never even get our budget right at the beginning of the year. They can't never even agree on shit. You know what I'm saying? But they agreed on that $1,500 for the illegal immigrants, though. They agreed on that. and all that other assistance. So the thing is that you got a lot of people who are in the pockets of what's that group name? I'm sorry.
NRA.
That's the NRA. You have a lot of people who are in there, you know, in their pockets. So she just talking double-sided like all presidents do. She got to say all that stuff. She just double talking.
She means it.
No, she's
No,
done
no,
it.
no, no. I know she means it, but I'm saying she's gonna say just like they all do. Oh, Congress and Senate ain't say nothing about it yet. Congress and Senate. We're waiting on the Congress and the Senate. I'm sorry. We're waiting on the Senate and the House. I'm just saying.
We saw the agenda. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch where they were questioning the Secret Service woman, Kim what's her name? There were bipartisan people, and one of the main talking points they were talking about was getting rid of the AR-15s. And that was pissing me off because I saw the underlay for the overplay. They used the alleged attempted assault on attempt assassination on ex-President Trump to try to pass these laws to take away the people's guns. And that was a lot of them were speaking when they were saying their long soliloquies. A lot of them kept saying, "And yeah, we got to get rid of these guns. The AR-15s."
But
like, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
No. I want to say something to you. Is I understand what you're saying because you're a gun owner. I understand, and my king thinks the same way too. So I understand. But the thing is that how many years have they been talking about this? How many years? Y'all got to come to the understanding. How many years have they been talking about this?
When's the last time you seen an assassination on a president in your lifetime?
No.
Right, that's not none of our lifetime.
Reagan. The attempted assassination of Reagan.
I'm saying about just in general about taking away handguns. I mean handguns, ARs, any type of gun. How many years have they been talking about that?
But that's what I'm saying, sis. Before they do it, see, that's what I'm saying. They listen, how many years have they been talking about legitimate rights? See, most of us are old enough to remember a time where you couldn't even come out the door a certain type of way. You know what I'm talking about? Without saying it out. You couldn't even come outside a certain type of way. But now, if you say something about those same people, then you can't come out the door at all. You can't come outside. So, like I said, listen, before they do things, they set a ground. They make it palatable for the people. And you have people like Damien and people that think like Damien that give up the rights of the people and
you don't know how I think.
I can hear you talk, bro.
You don't know how I think, dude.
I'm talking strictly on your talking points.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm talking strictly on your talking points, David.
Let me finish. Hold on. No. He brought up my name. He brought up my name. He brought up my name. I'm sorry.
Let her finish. And I'm gonna let you guys have it. I promise.
Strictly on your
Let her
talking
finish.
points.
I want to
say something.
The thing is that we're going to have to just agree to disagree. Y'all not gonna. It's not gonna land because Izzy has his mind. Damien has his mind. Listen, let's get on to something else. We don't have to get into this whole,
That agree to disagree is not going to work. It's not going to work when people are going to go into a voting booth. Take heed. That agree to disagree mentality is not going to work.
I know, but I'm talking about for right now, so the whole conversation don't swing left. That's what I'm saying. So we can.
Because I think the two biggest things in that video was, and this is second. We'll bring this up. I'll bring this up to change the subject just a little bit, but I'm gonna let Damon respond to him. But we'll change the subject. The next thing
I want to say something. Take heed.
I want to ask the women how they feel about her saying, because we talked about the guns, because the guns are serious for me. You can tell right now by the conversation we're having, but also the reproductive rights for women, saying that, hey, women should have the right to just go out and just destroy their uterus. I mean, but we'll talk about that. I want Damien to respond to, because I told him he could respond to him. And then once you respond to him, we'll go into, I want the ladies, Anissa and Take Heed and Embrace to talk about the reproductive things that she says she's going to do as well. When she
BMU, before Damien goes, I just want to say something to Take Heed based upon what Izzy was saying.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I hear what you're saying, Take Heed. But if you remember when the Patriot Act was signed into law, because of what was going on with the Twin Towers, where they're able to spy on individuals, and they said, "No, we're not doing it." Then a study came out that said, "Hey, they are actually they're spying on multiple Americans who have nothing to do with terrorism at all." That's what Izzy's sort of getting at. Like they have the ability to do something like that by passing a law similar to what he's saying and putting it in something else. So they have done it before with the Patriot Act. So I wanted to bring that up because that's what Izzy's sort of getting at.
Thank you.
Now go ahead, Damon. You can respond, and then we'll get into the next subject.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make this a long thing. All I'm saying is just like it's so frustrating when you get on panels and people say, "I know how you think." We talking about one subject. I think people can have varied opinions on varied subjects or whatever like that. So I just hope moving forward we can have conversations based on the subject and not try to pigeonhole and say, "Hey, you think like this." No, there's some things I'm very conservative about. There's some things I'm very liberal about. We just ain't hit those subjects yet. So that's my only thing. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, now I want to bring the ladies into this conversation. Take heed and Anissa and Embrace the Grace. I'm going to give you guys some time here to talk about this, and then the fellas can come right after that. How do you guys feel about the reproductive things that she wants to sign into law?
I think it's disgusting. I'm not pro-choice anymore, and I used to be. But when I realized the damage that it's doing to the community, when I realized how many times these young women use deletion as a method, not a last resort, but as a method of every day-to-day to get rid of it, and it's depleted the melanated community population, and that's exactly what they want. I don't understand why people can't see that agenda. Okay, and then what? Like, take heed. My girl said it today. What about the rights of the man? Does he not have any rights? He wanted the child, but because it's her body, she can do whatever. So I don't agree with her. I like the fact that Trump is against deletion of babies. So I don't agree. I loved it when Roe versus Wade was overturned, because we have taken it to a level where we're sloppy and messy with it, and it's not right. And it's a shame that we can't hold our bodies ourselves accountable. And now we're allowing, once again, like Ricky says, the government to make decisions for us. Why can't we think and live and reason for ourselves? Why do we have to be sheeps? We let the government hurt us. We're like a bunch of sheeps, and we just believe everything and go everywhere. So at the end of the day, I do not agree with it, but of course, in this day and age, it's a normal thing. It's like popping a pill. Oh, I'm going to the chop shop. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, and I'm going to add this before Take Heed jumps in, or Nissa. I agree with you, Trey. You took the words right out of my mouth, put them in the chat. But before that, James Sharp says here in the chat, he says, abortion is nothing but another form of birth control. I don't agree. Okay, I'm gonna stay unbiased here. Then Trey said 99% of abortions are not circumstantial. They're not great incest, pregnancy, saving the mom, and he's absolutely correct. Less than 1% are extreme cases. Less than 1%. That means the other 99.5% are just out here throwing that thing from the free throw line, getting pregnant, and using abortion as a tool or as birth control. That's a fact. Take heed. What are your thoughts?
Let Anissa go, and then I'll go next.
Okay, Anissa.
I'm pro-choice. I think it is a woman's right to choose what she wants to do in that situation. I don't think it's any of your fucking business if she decides that if for whatever the reason may be. If Maria and Jose already have 5 kids and they know they can't afford another one, that might be an option for them.
Birth control. Get your tubes tied. You rather take a life?
Let her finish.
Okay.
Hold on. You don't have to agree. I'm just stating my opinion. Okay. I think if that is your choice, I don't think the government should be paying for it. I don't think the government should be involved in it. I think that is a personal decision between a woman and her doctor. That is a personal decision between a wife and a husband if they decide that is what they want to do. It's really not my fucking business. I'm not going to help you take care of your kids.
But
I'm
you
not
are.
gonna help you raise,
You
I'm not
your
gonna help you
taxpayers'
take care
money.
of your kids. I'm not gonna help you raise your kids. That's gonna be on you. That responsibility is gonna be on you. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care. I'm not gonna help you do it. So if you have to make that decision, I think that it should be available safely, in the right environment for someone to be able to do. That's just my personal opinion. Now, I'm not having any kids, so that's a service that I'm not going to use. But I am not for taking away that particular right from women. This is my standpoint, and I stand on it. When you start taking away rights from people, you don't know where the next group, who the next group of people are going to be that are going to have rights taken away. So I think that it is totally
What
up to
about the
the
baby's
individual.
rights?
That's where I stand.
What about the baby's rights?
You got to let them finish.
Okay, then you have to then you get into when is it viable?
Can I ask a quick question? Because
No,
I'm
no,
confused.
no, no, no,
Can I just ask a
no,
real quick
no.
question?
No,
One question.
Izzy, this is
One
ladies'
question.
time.
Can I ask one
We gotta
question?
wait, Izzy. We gotta wait,
You can't
Izzy.
ask a question.
No,
We
because
gotta wait, man.
I think
They
about
said
this
the ladies' turn. The ladies want to discuss.
I am in
You know, when we
healthcare.
was talking, they asked us
So
a
when is
question. I
the
just got
fetus
one
or
question.
embryo viable?
Oh Lord.
Crazy, man. Listen. So Anissa said what she said. Take heed. I want to hear what you say. Then we're gonna bring the fellas into this conversation. But take heed. What are your thoughts? Because I have a lot to say about what Anissa said. But take heed. Go ahead.
Me too.
So I'm not here to judge none of the women on the panel because, like I told y'all, even on my own show, and I have said it here, I have blood on my hands. I have blood on my hands, and it was the worstest decision that I have ever made in my life. And it still haunts me to today. Now, only why it haunts me to today is because before you go into the chop shop, right? Before you go inside and they prep you, they put you to sleep. So you don't see what the room look like. Okay? You don't see what it looks like. Now, there was a time where when I had went, I had to walk into the place where they do the procedure at. I had to walk into, because usually they put you to sleep first before you go in there. And all the machines I saw and the chains, the 4 chains hanging from the ceiling that hold you to a metal type bed. I cried, but by the time they put the medication in me, I was already out. So that shook me to my core. So I believe that they should make them walk into the operation room. Every woman should have to walk in here and see what those machines look like and see where they suck the baby into a machine and crush it. So I believe that if we're out here throwing that pussy from the free throw line,
That's my favorite term.
we need to understand what's going on. See, you'll have women that will sit up here and say, I don't care about how women do their bodies. I don't care because it's not my body. My body, my choice. We believe this so wholeheartedly, but we still have women in our community. We are the highest at deletions, 23 million.
Black babies.
And this is the thing that hurts so bad is that we have not grown since the 70s. So is it really that we should be fighting for women having this right? Because it decimated our bloodline. Now, I'm all for if the woman was the R word, and I'm for if it is someone in her family touched her. I'm for that. God forgive me for saying it, but I am, because only why the woman will run mad. She will run mad. She won't take care of her body while the baby is inside of her. But I think a lot of women that don't understand this, they think it's okay, because you want to know why? Before they go into where the procedure is done, you knocked out. You knocked out, so you don't see anything. You don't see nothing. By the time you wake up, you back in the recovery room. It's until you see the machines and the chains hanging from the ceiling, then you'll think differently. But because we don't hold our women to a standard, we don't. Our sisters get on social media and brag that they're gonna go to the chop shop. They don't care. I'm gonna go to the chop shop. It don't make me no never mind. We even had a YouTuber up here that was saying these black babies, boys, should be, da 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 da. And she was on YouTube like forever. And nobody thought that that was messed up. We don't, the sad part is that we don't care. Our women don't care. But we will sit up here and say, we have compassion, we are loving, we are kind women. We do not have mercy when it comes to us going to the chop shop. And will I say I am one of them? I am. I always tell people when we talk about deletions, I have blood on my hands. But it was until I was able to walk in and see how this place is done. And I said, this is how it looks. And no, deletions are not done on Medicaid, Medicare, or whatever. Anything from the government, it is not. You have to pay for it. That's why it's so cheap. It's so cheap because what they do is that they can take the placenta and use it for other things. That's why they make it so cheap, so easy for y'all women to get it done. They use all these things for their own gain. And the sad part is that we think it's okay.
Yeah.
Delete our babies.
Yeah.
We think it's okay. We are the only community that think this is all right. And we'll get up here and say, well, that's her business. That's not my business. That's not my business. The thing is that a lot of these children that don't make it to this world, you don't know what they would have become. You don't know what they could have invented. You don't know if they could have been someone that came to uplift the community. Because the thing is, we have so much ratchet in our community, it's crazy. The thing is, I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I am not. You're going to think how you want to think. But if a young woman said to me, Mama, do you think deletion is the answer? I would tell her, baby, it is not. And the blood that you have on your hands, you can't wash it off. I still live with that stigma today, as old as I am. You can't wash that blood off. And you still think about the baby. So no, I wouldn't agree with it. I don't think that it makes sense. Because if you had enough sense to lay up there and spread your legs and swing from the chandelier, you have to understand the assignment. I always tell women that it's about 2 minutes before you lay into that bed, you can hit that nightstand and get that condom. Don't let nobody, that's when your choice get taken right there. Because you didn't tell this man put on a condom. I tell this to the women on my channel all the time. Make him wear a condom. And if he tell you, I don't wear condoms, you tell him you don't get no ass. But you know what? What do I know? I'm just some old woman on YouTube.
Let me say this real quick, and then everybody else can have their turn. A few minutes ago, when we were talking about guns, we were talking about, Anissa talked about how many people get shot every weekend and how many people are getting shot up at schools and mass shootings at school. and we talk about the laws that should be made to slow down the process of people getting these type of guns. But then we look, if we take mass shootings, we take Chicago, Uvalde, all these different shootings, and we add up all the kids who lost their lives. It's not even 1% of how many y'all done killed due to abortion.
Yep.
But you don't have a
23
problem with
million
those
black.
guns.
No, hold on. Let me finish. I'm gonna let y'all
You
cook.
don't have a problem with those guns, remember?
No. I'm saying if you add all those kids together that lost their lives to gun violence,
But you have
it's
no
still-
problem with those guns. You have no
The
problem
guns
with those
aren't
people
the
having
problem.
those guns.
Let me
You
finish.
have
Hold
no
on.
Guns aren't the
problem with it.
problem.
You don't
Let me
want
finish
any
and-
restrictions. You don't want
No.
anything. So you don't have a problem with
Right,
it.
and y'all don't want
It's
any
less than
restrictions because y'all
1%.
want my body, my choice. I want to chop them
So
up
if
whenever
you
I
if
want.
you can't if you don't want your guns restricted, a woman has the right to say, "Don't stay out of my body."
So,
It's
so
not.
why?
It's none of your business,
So
BMU.
why
It's
are you
not your
worried? So
business.
why are we worried about
It's
kids
not your
dying by gun?
business what
But
Sally in
why? But
Oakland
why
does
are
with
we
her
worried?
body. It's
But
none of your business. It doesn't
Anissa,
affect
why are
you.
we worried about kids being shot by guns when they're being shot up by needles and stuck in the back of the head and sucked out of vaginas?
Ooh.
See, this is the issue that I have. We have selective outrage.
Yes.
We'll talk about the gun violence. Oh, black on black crime. Oh, in Chicago, them niggas killing each other 50 a day, 40 a day, 23 million and counting. The most dangerous place, and I'm gonna say this, and it may not be sexy, but the most dangerous place for a black man is not in Chicago. It's not in Uvalde. It's not in mass shootings. It's the womb of a black woman.
Yes, sir. Woo! Oh
The
Lord.
most dangerous place for a child is the womb of a black woman. Because guess what? A woman don't give a fuck about herself. For a woman to go out knowing she got 33 contraceptives, will not take none of them, irresponsible to protect her bank. And she'll let a man get the debit card PIN number, go into the bank, rob the bank, and then get mad and and then want to file insurance on the bank when you let the motherfucker rob it. My thing is this: if you got 33 contraceptives, use those contraceptives. But then you're gonna go in and let him raw dog because his dick hard. Oh, I don't care about it. I just want to let him get him off and get me off. Now you're pregnant. Now you at the chop shop, adding to the 23 million when you could have prevented it with the 33 contraceptives. I'm tired of men being held accountable for making babies when women are the doorway to get there.
But BMU,
like Takei just said, it's easy to say, baby, whoa, hold on a minute. Alexa, I'm responsible. I'm feeling you just like you feeling me. And you're gonna have to cover that dick up. And matter of fact, I'm already on birth control, but in the extra precaution, I need you to put this condom on for me. Which one you want? You want the gold?
I disagree, black man. I don't think it's easy.
Trey, but before we get to that, I just wanted to ask. I thought you was going to ask her the question. I really would like to know the honest answer. I don't know you like that, sister, but I'm curious. How come you're so strict on gun control and curious about gun control, but you're not as strict as that on the abortion issue? I don't understand.
First of all, you're making a big assumption. I'm not. I stated when I asked the question, I said I don't know anything about these guns. I just asked a question based on some of the things that I have been hearing about the issues that some people have about the AR-15s. I am not a gun owner. Okay, so I'm not familiar with the rules and how things work and how long it take you to get a gun and all of that. I'm not familiar with it. I was just posing a question based on some of the rhetoric that I've heard about this. So it's not that I'm strict on it. I was just asking a question. I was just basically I was playing devil's advocate with that.
But this is the thing. It seems
But
as
here-
if, like I said, from what you said, right? I don't make assumptions.
You made an assumption.
One of the things that I live by is I don't make assumptions. That's why I ask people questions.
Well,
so I don't make
you were
assumptions.
false.
So I go
You were
off
false in your
hold on real
understanding.
quick. I go off of what people say. So what I said was, and to clarify, what I'm asking, the question I'm asking, because I'll reiterate it, because I think maybe you didn't hear it clearly. What I asked you was, being that you were so surprised, seemingly, that we were adamant about gun control and about not having our AR-15s taken away, why did you then say, oh, well, that's the one, whatever a woman wants to do, that's her right, and whatever the case may be, with abortions being as high as they are and affecting the community as they do. That was the question I asked.
Again, I'll repeat myself. I asked the question to understand what was the problem with certain types of guns that we have known that are involved in a lot of these mass shootings and mass murders and things of that nature. My question was, what was the problem if they made it stricter for those guns to be available or out on the street? I don't understand, because this is just from what I've heard, why does the average citizen need an AR-15? Again, I'm not a gun owner, so I'm not familiar with, the difference between the Glocks and the this and that. I don't understand it. I was just asking for clarification. So if there are people that are saying these guns are how many rounds they shoot and how fast they shoot or whatever, is there a reason for an average American citizen to have those guns? Or if that was my question, because I didn't understand.
So let me
So
reiterate.
it's not that I'm strict on it.
Okay, let me rephrase the question because you totally like gaslighted me and projected.
I didn't gaslight you. I answered your
It's okay. So let me ask. No,
So
you
you
did
don't
not
understand.
at all. So
Say that.
no. Okay, so I'm dumb now. So the point that I'm asking, what I'm asking you is, why don't you have a problem with 23 million babies being deleted due to abortion?
And I answered you that I'm pro-choice.
Because she don't give a fuck. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. We can move on. We can move on. It's okay. We can move on.
You know what though? Let me say this real quick, and then y'all can finish
what it is.
I like to educate the people that's watching. I know people on the panel already probably know, but my thing is when abortion started, Margaret Sanger said, and I quote, "We need to cleanse the world of people who don't hold value like us, white people." And there's pictures of Margaret Sanger, guys. I wish I could do a class right now. There's pictures of Margaret Sanger at Klan meeting with the Ku Klux Klan, who started abortions, meeting with the Ku Klux Klan and talking to them and saying, don't you worry, guys, I'm gonna clean all them niggas out. Mm-hmm. And so that's why a lot of women, when they went down, Margaret Sanger found a bunch of coons, and she got the preacher coon, the nurse coon, and she pulled them in and she said, listen, when I go into the neighborhoods, they're not gonna believe me. They're not going to trust in me to delete their babies. I need y'all to convince them to do it. And so the black preacher and the black nurse went down and told those people, it's okay if you want to delete your child. And guess what? When Margaret Sanger said, when I did deletions of those babies, guess what I did? I sterilized those women so they can no longer have any more kids. If they choose to do it years from now, they still won't be able to have a family, because I want to sterilize the black community. And guess what? If you really think about it right now, name one abortion clinic that's close to a prominent white neighborhood. They're all in urban areas.
In the hood.
In the hood. And the first one was in Harlem, New York. It was in Harlem, in the middle of the goddamn hood. You know why? Because they wanted to delete. It was from controlling the population of black people. And for people to support that, I cannot fucking believe that black women will support that fucking shit, knowing the history of why they fucking did it.
Black man,
I want to ask a question.
Let's call it what it is. It's racism. Let's just call it what it is.
Hold on a second. If that's the case, if it's a whole big thing to get rid of black babies and control the black population, why would white people give a fuck about it? Why would Donald Trump run on the platform of repealing it? Why would all these white conservatives support it? Why would they lord it? If this was a conspiracy against black people, why white people were supporting it?
Because they do every other thing that niggers do too. What do you mean?
It was a miscalculation. It was a miscalculation.
It's the same thing as drugs.
Right. I'm trying to understand. Let me understand. They want to get rid of us, but they don't. The mechanism that has been get rid of us, they want to ban one of the mechanisms to get rid of us.
Yo,
I got a question for you though.
Hold on, real quick. There was quite successful. So this is the thing, right? And I don't understand why you acting like you don't understand, and maybe you don't. But this is the amazing thing to me that's astounding, right? Number one, if you're at a 0%, if you notice that you start getting, it's the same thing with the opioid crisis, right? When crack was in the hood, nobody cared about crack in the hood until people started getting a whole bunch of money off of crack in the hood. Then they allegedly cared and they wiped out all the drug dealers, the 94 crime bill, blase, right? Drugs, as far as being able to be on rehab, wasn't a thing until it affected the white communities, until it was an opioid crisis. Then they was talking about rehab. They weren't talking about big jail time. They weren't talking about locking them up. They was talking about rehabilitating them and getting them clean.
It's
rehab.
a disease now. It's a disease.
Right, right.
Okay.
It's a disease. So no, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish real quick. I got you. So it's not hard to understand that now that it's affecting white communities at a disproportionate rate, that now they have to repeal, like, oh, this wasn't for you. We have to replenish our ranks. We have to,
in their backyard
keep
now.
it going. Right. We're already at a 0% birth rate, and now y'all deleting babies like these coons too? Oh, hell no. We're going to have to repeal this and bring it back. It's not hard to understand. Stevie Wonder can see it.
Damien, what phrase is attributed to Lyndon B. Johnson after he signed the Civil Rights Act?
I have no clue.
I'll have these niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years. He didn't like black people. He was a known racist. So why would he sign the Civil Rights Act? Why would he sign the Civil Rights Act to give black people civil rights? So that answers your question right there. So why would they be on the page for black people? Why would he sign the Civil Rights Act if he definitely didn't like black people?
But there's another thing that we're forgetting too, y'all. I'm sorry, I had to jump in real quick. There's another thing we're forgetting too. It's not enough worker ants. They don't have enough worker ants for the next generation to come.
They don't need them. They got AI. They don't need them.
No. I'm talking about to take care of the elders. It's not enough of us.
Oh, yes. They don't need it.
This is another reason too. AI can't take care of elders, right? They can't take care of elderly.
They got AI.
They don't need it. That's why they got wait. They don't need it. That's why they came up with that thing that we went through a few years ago. They don't need it. There is population control from here on out. That's what this is about.
Oh,
they don't need the worker. Listen, they don't need the worker ants no more. That's why they're eliminating the middle class. They don't need the worker ants no more.
Okay,
they have AI, they have automation, they have stuff.
Okay, so you're saying every time they get ready to do population control, they'll come out with something is a disease or something. That's what you're saying.
Well,
you think C-19 was an accident?
No, I didn't.
You mean the pandemic?
No. I'm not saying it was an accident. I'm just listening to what is saying, that he's saying that this is what they will start doing. And this is true because they already said they was going to start doing that anyway.
And take heat.
What's his name? Bill Gates. Bill Gates said the next one will be something more worse than C-19. So I understand, but I'm just saying that's another reason why they had a problem with Roe v. Wade. Yeah. So that's another reason that I'm just suggesting. I'm not just saying,
It just started affecting them too. That's why it started affecting them too, and it wasn't supposed to affect them.
And cocaine.
It's in their backyard now, so now it's a problem. When it was affecting the other side of the tracks, it was okay.
When I was on the police department,
after
we never had Narcan until them opioids hit Uptown DC, where them white people lived at, and suddenly we were required by general order to carry 2 cases of Narcan on us at all times.
Go
So
ahead,
this is how things go. I want to address something real quick because we're talking about population, and we're saying that the black population has been stifled since the 1970s. That's not true. It's not a fact at all. As a matter of fact, the black population has grown since the 1970s.
I didn't want to say it.
14%.
In 1970, we had 22 million. We have 41 million now.
I didn't want to say it.
We have grown every single decade for the last 50 years.
But Trey, this is the thing. We would have grown. We would have grown astronomically more.
Hang on. My argument isn't that
the professor
we would have grown more. The issue here is what I'm saying is that we're thinking that the population control and the use of abortion and the CIA's most dangerous weapon being the black woman, we're thinking that it has a lot to do with the fact that they're trying to stifle us, when in actuality has nothing to do with us, has more to do with them.
Trey, you said the CIA's what?
Yeah,
most dangerous weapon is a black woman.
Absolutely.
And I stand on that. They use black women as a weapon against us, against our community.
Yes.
And black women are too damn stupid to figure it out. They ain't figured it out yet.
Too stubborn.
No,
too
but
stubborn.
you see it right now, because what they telling black men, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris,
you ain't black.
You ain't black. So I ain't black because I don't vote for Kamala Harris.
Who said that?
A whole gang of women on YouTube, on TikTok, on IG.
So somebody just
don't forget Professor goes now.
Guys, the professor has been waiting. The professor has been waiting. Please.
No, you're good. No, Joe Biden started that, but shoot, I lost where I was going to go. But no, with abortion, I told somebody the other day, I'm not pro-life and I'm not pro-abortion either. I'm not pro-choice. I've always been anti-abortion. I believe if someone commits a crime and they kill someone, they should die. So I'm not pro-life. I'm very anti-abortion. And sort of to what you guys are saying, approximately 793,000 people have died from gun violence, as opposed to 23 million babies. That's a lot of people that we could have here. If you look at Tim Tebow, Justin Bieber, Celine Dion, Andrea Bocelli, Jack Nicholson, Steve Jobs, those are names of people whose parents were going to abort them. Where would this society be without some of those people we wouldn't have Apple. I wouldn't have this iPad. So we have to really take into account those things, those people that would make a difference. Now, in addition to that, we got to stop using it as birth control. I can't. If there's condoms, there's multiple ways of contraception.
33
ways of contraception. There is no reason for an abortion. Now, I understand why Kamala picked Tim Walz, because Minnesota is one of those cities where you can go have third trimester abortions.
Yeah.
You can't, like, it's like, I just don't get it. Why one situation should allow you to go kill a baby? It's not your body. It has a different heartbeat. Sometimes, a lot of times, it has a different blood type. It's not. It's just, you're just an incubator. So at the end of the day, it's not your body. It is not your choice. It's that baby. That baby should have a choice. That baby should have a right. Because if I killed that baby in the womb, if I deleted that baby in the womb, I apologize. If I deleted that baby in the womb, I go to jail for murder. So why should you not have the same situation? I'll land my plane there.
Yeah, and so for me to, the policy changes when it affects the base, right? So again, Damien, to knock your point, the reason why Oregon made heroin as illegal is because it affected the entire white community as a whole. Heroin is actually legal there, right? They have places where you can go buy heroin and get high legally, right? So again, you being from LA, you should know that the Iron Contract scandals was done within LA through Rick Ross, where they introduced crack directly into Compton and Los Angeles.
Yep.
Right. And to make it even worse, even though the government knew that they was the perpetrators of the crime, yeah, Rick Ross and other people participated. They took the very crimes that they did and then made over crazy drug laws for hard rock cocaine and lighter drug laws for just regular coke. Right. And why did they do that? Because white people was just sniffing, right? And black people was doing crack. So It's not conspiracy theory. I wish y'all stopped saying that. The conspiracy theory shoot like 1,000 to 0 right now for what y'all be talking about. Right. So again, we as people, we live on such a quick cycle of news and attention we disregard history. So when you see it again, it's like it's new to you. No, nothing is new under the sun. You just got to pay attention. Right? So again, like I said, I don't deal with the abortion stuff. I understand it's your body, but the best prevention you can have is to keep your legs closed. Right? They keep trying to put it off on the dudes. And I said it before. If there were no pussies to fuck, what pussies get fucked?
Oh Lord.
So again, if women were handled, if the women were held, I'm so smooth and so debonair that every woman can't say no to some dick.
I got a woman's intuition. You can't
Right?
tell that's the wrong.
So
dick.
like I said, everything that y'all tout as laws and stuff that y'all want to be responsible for you is because you don't want to be responsible for yourself.
There you go.
You want to be able to give it off on somebody else. And I'm sick of y'all. Every woman that had one of them things done know you done sat in the dark and cried to yourself about what the fuck happened. But like I said, y'all would tout and argue these points as a right, but then try to take the right from somebody else to do something nowhere near to the shit you done, and you asking somebody to be able to do. Where are we as people?
To protect
I
themselves
have
and
a
their
question.
family.
Hey, I'm just gonna reply. He brought me up. I'm from Oakland, so is Felix Mitchell, not Rick Ross up in Oakland. But it's the same situation. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I do believe there was a concerted effort to funnel drugs into the community in order to fund actions by the United States. I wholeheartedly believe in the prison industrial complex. I believe all that stuff is geared toward incarceration and over policing incarceration and of black people. So those things are real because you can see it. You see it firsthand. Those are things that you see are happening and right in front of you. It's hard to not notice that or what have you. My thing is just this: if we're getting back into like the whole of like the abortion thing, all I'm saying is that I do agree with a woman's right to have an abortion. I don't agree with using this as birth control. I do believe the same way with guns, it should be regulated. You should have one, and then after that, you need to go some kind of courses or go through something or whatever, and then you need to there needs to be something else to kind of keep it to where if it's not in the case of rape, incest, or the health of the mother, it should be a little bit more regulated. It shouldn't be so more easily accessible. Because I know right now,
you're saying 99% of the women should be regulated because less than 1% are those extreme cases.
I see. If you should not be having 3 and 4 abortions. It should just not be. It should not be authorized to have 3 and 4 abortions. It needs to keep a register. Like I think there needs to be a history of abortions, and then after one, I think you need to have go through some kind of like parenting class or something education in order so you can understand the repercussions, have a better understanding of the long-term effects of the decisions that you're making.
Why does it seem like you like government so much involved in your everyday life?
I have a question.
I mean, I like. He
let him respond. Then go ahead on this.
Yeah. I'm seeing. I like the police coming. I like the fire people coming. I like my mail coming for free. I like the fire. My house on fire. I like the fire department's coming. So government's involved in every aspect of your life. Like if your house gets your
government, sir,
it's regulated by the government. So yes, it is, sir. How do you think they get paid? Do you pay a bill when a fire happens? No, because it's regulated by the government. Same thing with the police as well as your mail. So that's what I'm saying. There's governments are already in your life. So
it's a municipality anyway. I don't even argue that.
That's the government. Come on, man.
It's local. It's not big government. Is what I'm saying. It's not the United States of America. But anyway, go ahead.
I need to ask you a question, Anissa.
I just had a quick question, and then we can move on. This is totally hypothetical because it's never going to happen. But if I were a woman and I was in a position and I made a determination that this was a procedure that I needed to have. Now I'm down here in Florida, and all of you live in different places, different states. You have your own lives. If that is a decision that I decide to make, how does it impact you?
You're a murderer.
But how does it impact you?
What you mean?
How does it impact you?
Because
if I make that decision for me, how does that? No. If I make the decision for me, I'm in Florida, you don't even know me. How does that impact you?
It
How does it
impacts the
impact
numbers.
you?
Okay, hold on, hold on.
It,
Izzy, watch this, and you can have it.
How does it impact you?
I wish, you know what? I bet you $1,000. Somebody said the same thing to Martin Luther King. Hey man, them motherfuckers down in Mississippi getting hung in trees. How does that affect you?
You would never even know that it
Wait,
happened.
hold on, real quick. The impact is easy. Number one, it takes away from
to you.
the impact
to you
to
directly.
me. I'm answering you if you allow me.
Okay.
So the impact, number one, is you're taking away from the numbers that represent me and represent the people like me. You're taking away from those numbers. Number two, when policy is put in place by numbers, by people, by constituents. So it's not just you. See, this is the problem. It's not just you. Because if it's you, then it's somebody else, and then it's somebody else, and then somebody else, to the tune of 23 million. 23 million.
Can I answer that though? Yeah, can I answer? Let me answer that. Let me answer. I ain't saying nothing wrong. Let me answer.
Our pain bringing the pain.
How does any murder? If you murder somebody, how does it impact you? If somebody gets murdered, how does it impact you?
Right.
I mean, that question in and itself is the same thing.
It's a disingenuous question, but
it is.
The question should have been to Nissa was, okay, well, those bump stocks and those guns and those kids getting shot, how those kids getting shot impact you?
It doesn't.
So yeah, that's not a good question.
I know, but I wanted to say what I wanted to say.
Anissa, a better way to explain this to you is the same way that the speed limit affects you. You don't get into a car crash every day, but we have speed limits for everybody, right? We have these speed limits because the data behind it says that if people drive at this certain amount, this certain speed limit on these particular roads, that is the safest thing to do. So if we know for a fact that these deletions are sending women into depression and all types of other things, wouldn't it be a better idea to get them to not do it? And the masses, wouldn't that be a better idea? The same way we try to prevent other crimes from happening in the masses. Now, I'm not saying that abortion is a crime, but we know that these things come with psychological effects.
Yes.
Long-term psychological effects. So wouldn't we try to stop that from happening so that we have healthier people in the long run?
Oh,
okay. I'm just the thing is like I think that
the thing is
it doesn't affect. Let me just answer. Let me just say real quick.
If you have never done it, if you have never done it,
individual lives,
you have this warped idea.
Hold on.
What's called it? Can I just say this real quick?
Let me just say this one point that I was starting to say.
One mic, guys.
He got a question for you, Anissa. Go ahead, Dickie.
If you have never done it, right? Or if Damien, if you have never had a woman that had done it to your offspring, you don't know how it feels. That's why you have a lot of people. No. I'm just saying in general. I don't know your life. I'm just saying.
My bad.
If you have never done it, you don't know the repercussions. That's why you have so many people that will stand up on on the Capitol and march with signs that my body, my choice, because these women, most of the women who out here marching, they have never done it.
But
they haven't done it.
In order to go to your point, you said that you had the procedure done at one point in your life. Okay. The fact that you made that decision does not impact me. Like,
no. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
it doesn't impact me. It doesn't matter to me. I didn't even know you existed. Like, it does not impact my life.
I'm saying that the question that you had asked was, and I'm gonna share something with you.
She might be the most selfish woman on the planet. I mean, everything that comes out of her mouth is about her and solipsistic attitude. It's like me.
But listen, I'm not trying to throw hate at you in this anything. But what you said when you asked that question, that was bullshit. You just let Iz walk into it. Yes, it was. You let Iz walk into it, but Iz wanted to answer the question. I just stood there and looked at you. But the thing is that You and listen, when a woman gets a deletion, it doesn't impact anybody. It doesn't.
Oh,
If she
it
does it
impacts
in
you,
private, it
but
doesn't.
it doesn't impact
But
me.
check this out. Check this out. If the woman gets the deletion, this is when it impacts everybody, just like Trey said. When the woman gets the deletion and she runs mad, or either while she's getting the deletion done, she passed away. That's why they make you sign a last will and testament, because you can die, you can pass away from having it.
Like any surgery.
You're trying to
Like
delete
any surgery.
Yep, same thing.
Right.
But the
Like
thing
any
is,
surgery.
check this out. The difference between you getting the surgery, right, and the abortion, right? Days later, if they leave anything inside you, you pass away. So they have to check this thing. They have to make sure. This is the thing we need to stress to the younger generation. We shouldn't tell them my body, my choice. You tell them either clink, clink, or they put on a condom. Because the thing is to having an abortion can affect you in so many ways. Having deletions can affect the mind in so many ways. And our young women don't understand that. You can run mad, you can be sick, you won't be able to take care of your other children if you have it. We have to understand there's consequences behind going to the chop shop. We shouldn't agree that it's okay, but you have so many people that will march on DC and say, my body, my choice, but they have never had a deletion before. And I'll share this with you too. I think they should even have a video that show these women what happens in the abortion clinic, that they got to sit and watch this thing before they even get the procedure done. Watch how they crush the child and everything.
Right.
This would change the mind, because I know when I walked in to that place, I said, so this is what happens. And I did not even know. And then immediately I was already knocked out in a recovery room.
All right.
I'm just saying, for myself as being an older woman, I don't want to tell younger women that that's the answer. Mind you, I know fucking raw feel good. I have been doing it close to 17 years. I understand. But I'm saying that there's consequences behind it. And we need to push the promotion of family and marriage. Marriage is the key to help the Black community. But we miss that part. Everybody misses that part. We talk about all this other stuff, but the actual thing that will help the Black community is marriage. But you'll get women out here and they'll say, oh, everybody ain't meant to get married. Mind you, these are the same women who got 5, 6, 7 baby daddies and got 7, 8 children running around here and saying everybody ain't supposed to get married. And how many times have I said this to y'all? If you say you ain't supposed to get married, you ain't supposed to be fucking, and it better not be no children running around you.
Can I just jump in there real quick? All I want to say is this.
Damien, I want you to cook, but Take Heed said something. I have to put some fact check, something in there, right? Just give me just a second. It says here, 33% of women were interviewed after an abortion suffered mental health impairment that was unrepairable. 230 women passed away on the table while they were having abortions. 175 of those women have committed deletion after they had abortion in regret. That's a lot. That's a lot. Having mental health issues, they deleting themselves. Some of them even died on the table. 230 of them died on the table while they were doing it.
Okay.
Just think, why would you want to go through
this year? It's none of my fucking business. Oh, well.
Hold on a second.
You want to do that when you can just pop a pill, put a condom on the nigga. Why would you want to have to put your life at risk over a dick?
The stuff you saying, I 100% agree. Digital birth control. I'm all about, like you said, promoting families, and I've been married for almost 17 years. Goddamn, and I'm all about that. So all I'm saying is this: is like Anissa, I get what you're saying, because to have the kid actually affects you more than her not having a kid, because she has a kid, then she has to like unwanted kids who have to go on government assistance. So that takes your tax dollars. I'm paying for your kid that you 100%.
Don't get pregnant.
What?
Oh,
Right.
How about prevention? How about we
that's what
stop building Planned Parenthoods and we plan educational buildings and we teach children about sex and we take preventive measures?
Planned Parenthood does do prevention as
Hey,
well.
a black
They do
man is here.
education
Is
as
he a
well.
Not, but at the end of the day, they still perform deletions.
Yes,
Yes, Trey.
Come on,
Trey, yes.
Damien.
Yes.
All I'm saying is,
Damien, they have a question. If there's 33 contraceptives, why aren't we preaching, hey, young lady, listen, instead of you laying down with a man, having unprotected sex and getting pregnant, can possibly die from getting a deletion or have mental illness or even take your own life, because according to this, it messes up a woman's hormones and pH balance to the point she goes into depression like she didn't have the baby. But
I get it.
A
I
woman
get
with
it.
an abortion can still get postpartum depression.
I get it. Like I said, I have a 13-year-old daughter. I'm preaching all this stuff to her because she's at a point where.
So would you be okay if she got pregnant and you would go take her and get a deletion of a baby? I mean, you're a pro-life, so that should be your daughter.
Don't answer that, Damien. Don't answer.
He already did. My 13-year-old daughter.
He already did. He already did answer. He's pro-life.
What's called it? I'm not saying what's called. I said you said if my 13-year-old daughter got pregnant, would I go get her deletion? I say yes, I would. I didn't say no.
I thought it's her decision.
Yeah, it's her body, her choice.
It's her body.
No, I'm saying the thing is,
where she wants to keep it.
Yeah, you don't have no
if she
choice.
said she wanted to keep it, then it's a whole different conversation we need to have.
Why? It's her body. It's her decision.
No. The conversation. I'm not talking about conversation. Let me finish.
That's what the conversation.
Let me finish. That's the conversation I'm talking about. That's the conversation. I'm like, if you keep this baby, you know how much it costs to have it. What is your plan for keeping this baby if you wanted to keep this baby?
Daddy gonna pay for it. Section 8, food stamps.
I tell her she's not gonna. Nope. So basically, you're gonna say, so Anissa's money is gonna pay for it.
No, your wife is going to take care of that baby, just like I always do. What are you talking about?
I mean, you can't have it happen one way today and another way tomorrow.
Going to help her.
What do you mean I can't have it one way or another? What is the ambiguity about what I'm saying?
That you shouldn't even be convincing her to delete the baby because you're pro-choice. So there should be no conversation.
No, he said he got rules. Your wife will tell you to get out of here. She's not putting her daughter out in the street if she got pregnant. That's why we should make this personal.
All I'm saying
is not make it personal, because you can say all this shit on the panel, but her mother is not throwing her on the street because you said so. That's just not happening.
No. All I'm saying,
a pregnant teenager out on the street. Stop.
Yes,
ain't nobody said
taking it to the clinic.
Nobody said that it was gonna be throwing nobody in the field. Who even said any of that? Y'all like putting words.
You said you don't have no choice. If she want to have the kid, you can't stop her.
I said this.
That's how the laws work.
You did not say that. But Damien, you
exactly. This happens a lot on this panel. It's like people don't say shit.
But Damien, you would have to take care of that. If your daughter got pregnant at 13, God forbid, if she got pregnant at 13, 14, you're taking care of that child. You buying the milk tonight. You're taking that child.
Absolutely. All I'm saying is, it's like until she's the age of 18, then it's on her.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. But then hold up. At the end of 18, then it's she's going to apply for all these government programs that Anissa money pay for, that my money pay for, that Trey your money's going to pay for it.
No, she's not. You know what happens?
I don't pay taxes.
Listen, Damien. You know what happens for girls who get pregnant with full households by accident? They have arrested development. Your daughter will go to college. That kid will be 6 years old, and her life would be just delayed by those 6 years when she was a teenager. When you and your wife will take care of that kid, and then she'll get a degree. That happens in a lot of places where let a baby boomer tell you how that shit works. Because I have 100 different examples in my family how that shit went down. So all I'm just trying to say is we talk all this big shit until we're in it. I don't know how many.
I know for a fact that if my 13-year-old daughter's walking.
Well, that's why we should make it about your daughter. Let's just make it hypothetical, man.
But somebody asked me about my specifics.
No, I know, but let's move it off of that though, man.
They don't answer
it. Yeah, just don't answer it. Our pain. Stop saving people, goddammit.
I said don't ask me.
Because nobody gonna save
Said
you.
the right thing.
Like I said,
Payne with his cape on.
I ain't scared. I'm just telling everybody where it was.
Listen, Damien, I have a 5-year-old daughter, and this is something that's crossed my mind, and this is what I know. I'm gonna be mad as hell holding that baby at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off.
Yep.
I wouldn't be holding no baby at 3 o'clock in the morning. Either her or mama gonna be holding that baby. I'm not getting up no 3 in the morning.
Well, I'm being a little bit dramatic.
You've been trying to tongue in cheek. I got you.
But the point is that at some point in time, it's my money, my dollars that are going to have to help with this child.
That's true.
Right. And the fact that at some point in time, I didn't get the message across to her about keeping her goddamn legs closed and not getting pregnant. I didn't get through to her to get this message across. And so there's not only consequence for her, but there's consequence for the entire family now. Because everybody's got to pitch in now because she's too young.
True.
Now I have a question. So then
I have a question.
Hold on, listen, just a second. Okay. I have a question.
And this is drinking that wine over there. She loud tonight.
She cursing, take heed.
He said at least 3 or 4.
If you said that money, if you said that when it comes to the kids, Anissa's money and your money, taxpayers' money, would take care of her when she needs milk and stuff like that, right? But think about this, Anissa. Hold on, think about this though.
Oh shit!
Think about this, Anissa. You are also taking care of murderers, rapists, killers in prison.
And I don't want to take care of them either. I said on the other day we are cleaning out these motherfucking prisons and sending their ass to the military.
Anissa, did you replace that wine with some brown or some white? What's in that?
Yeah,
What's in that bottle? What's in that wine?
No,
you acting out of pocket tonight.
Clean out the jails and send their ass to the military so we can stop paying for them.
So you
would have sent them to the wall. You would have sent them to the wall like David Stone.
Absolutely.
Exactly. They go to the wall.
Go to the wall.
Go to the wall.
In jail. Send their ass
Anissa,
to war.
you don't want to pay for a child. You don't want to pay for a child to get milk, but you'll pay for a man to eat.
Why should I have to pay for your kids that you made, that you laid down on your back and made?
But you funded niggas fucking each other.
That's not my problem, boo.
Anissa, can I ask you a question? Anissa, who do you think funds the military?
I told you
right, that's what I'm saying.
Anissa, who do you think cuts the military's checks?
Huh?
Where do they get the money to pay the military?
It comes from the government, I would imagine. Who it comes from?
The government collects what?
And what they collect to pay the checks?
Taxes. So these same prisoners, you want to pay to send them to do what?
You getting work out of them, no.
You
working for that money.
You think you're gonna be able to get people on another country that can just disappear overnight to go to work?
I love it.
What you gonna put? What you gonna put a chip in them?
titty.
You gonna put a chip in them? Like, is that what you gonna do? To track
what I said was, why are we spending all of this money for these Negroes that are in jail 10, 20, 30, 40 years, just sitting there? They ain't doing shit. They're just sitting in that cell day in, day out, for years. Take their ass out of there.
Right.
Take their ass out.
Hang on.
Or make them do something.
I got you. Anissa, no. Hang on, Anissa. Let's slow walk this. Because I don't disagree with you that people sitting in a cell are useless. We should do something with them. I think that's why they have them. I think that's why they have them doing license plates and all this other shit. This is why they wanted to abolish it. This is why they want to abolish the 13th Amendment, right? Because they were getting free labor out of them. What else the fuck they gonna do?
Right.
Anyway, but let me ask you this, Anissa. You want to take men that have been sitting in a cell that could not follow the laws in America, and you want to send them to another country.
Yeah, the dirty dozen.
Put a rifle in their hand.
Yep.
And you want to say, go protect the country that incarcerated you.
It's gonna be a mutiny.
They're gonna turn on the soldiers.
It's gonna be a mutiny.
Hold on. Something needs to be done with.
If you say, hold on,
let me ask what I wanted to say was
just out of
I
there.
want to be very clear about this
And this
because a lot of times I play devil's advocate
Yeah, you
with
doing
you
it
guys.
tonight.
Yeah. No, I definitely believe in people being responsible and being accountable. I think that I have lived my life that way. That's why I'm not anybody's baby mama and all of that stuff. So I do believe that we should be teaching people to do things the right way, that you shouldn't be having children that I personally believe you should not be having children you can't take care of and you can't afford. Okay. That's my personal belief. You know, we don't believe in it's not the alcohol. I don't believe that you should be having I don't believe that we should be having these kids outside of marriage. That's just that's what has created this whole mess. So I absolutely believe in people being responsible and being accountable for their sexual health and their behavior. But my last question on this. So if we were to do away with abortions, like you all are against it, are you okay with women going back to like the 50s and the 40s and going to the back alleys and the hangars and the things of that nature? Because like you said, with guns, no matter what you do with guns, there are people that are going to get those guns to do illegal things with. No matter what you try to regulate, no matter what you try to do, those guns are going to fall into the hands of the wrong people, no matter what you try to do. So are you okay with women having to resort? Because back in the day,
yes.
back in the day, they still had abortion.
Well, but
I'm okay with that.
You're
Because
okay with them having
if you're okay with taking a life, then I'm okay with you butchering yourself and going in a back alley. If you can't just take accountability and keep your legs closed and take preventive measures and avoid getting pregnant, then yeah, I'm okay. That's your consequence.
First, Alyssa, okay, Professor.
It's not my fucking problem. Bye.
I'm done.
I agree, because it ain't my fucking problem either, Embrace. Y'all have your kids, you should be able to take care of them.
That's why I only got one and I'm done. And I got pregnant at 30 years old. Why can't more women be like that? And I fucked a lot. I went to FAMU, I went to college, and I had my fun. I never got pregnant. I got pregnant at 30 and got. I mean, why can't more women be more disciplined like that?
That's a question for those women, but it ain't my fucking problem.
You're wicked. You're wicked. That's right. You're wicked. Back in Leviticus. You're wicked. Amen.
Why can't women be more accountable for their pussy?
I would like Anissa move from the panel tonight, please.
I'm kind of retarded.
Where's the bounty?
I just want to have my kid Embrace. What happened?
You didn't. I require marriage.
Oh man,
I'm not a baby mama.
We're going to Vegas.
That's right. Ain't no baby mamas up here.
I tie my tubes, baby. One and I'm done. That's it.
You said you fucked a lot
One
of
baby daddy. One baby daddy.
No,
It's all about
oops,
practice.
oopsies.
It's all about
No
practice.
slip ups. I didn't even know when I was pregnant at 30 years old. It was my guy that told me.
Right, somebody in the chat said you have vaginal mismanagement.
I have vaginal mismanagement, but I never had an abortion. I only got pregnant twice in my life, and I had a miscarriage. So how is that mismanagement? I made a motherfucker put a condom on. No glove, no love. Sorry, baby.
No shooting up the
So
club.
you were the kind of girl we were looking for in college.
Okay, not in
Right,
no.
right.
You know why? Because I had a father telling me every day of my life, your body is a temple. Ain't nothing good after 2 o'clock but legs, and I'll be damned if they're yours. So that was it. Even when I was in college, chilling at the moon at the club, that was still in my head. Nah, you don't wear condoms.
So Nissa, right now, because I know there's a guy in your life making your ankles touch your ears. But think about this right now.
Bow, 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 bow.
If you, I'm trying to say how can I ask this question?
Can we stop asking?
So Anissa, how often do you think like yourself? Did you? Because Taki is very transparent, so I want to see if you're transparent. So were you one of those women that threw your pussy from the free throw line as well when you were younger?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Y'all gonna
downtown.
Anissa alone.
Anissa, you a beautiful woman now. In your 20s, I know you was tough. So ain't no way them niggas wasn't trying to come on now, Anissa. You gotta stop the cap.
I didn't say that, but I
You was
have
looking back
always
at it.
been. Listen, I have always been selective.
Oh, okay. So you
I've
got a lot of
always
dick, but you
been
selected the
selective.
dick right. Okay.
And that's why she's not a baby mama.
Y'all leave
Back that ass
That's
up
why
like
I am not
juvenile.
a baby mama. I
Leave
am
Anissa
selective.
alone. I'm here to protect Anissa because she drinking too much when she said motherfucker. Okay? She
only
said
had one
motherfucker. That's what it
She on
is.
that shit.
Y'all leave her alone.
Hey, listen, she on that motherfucking shit.
Damn it.
She done had a big motherfucking glass.
Shit.
That's a big glass. It's an
So
old bottle
Anissa, when
glass.
Anissa get drunk, she be like this.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
What in the name of word salad with that
Hey, listen,
bullshit?
that's one slow chick. Hey, she better be glad she got one of them Obama ghostwriters. Because tell me that she didn't put on a I Had a Dream speech the other day. She put on the I Had a Dream speech. That ain't even, you ain't seen the half. She about to go, yo, watch. Her speech is about to go to the moon. Watch.
She remind me of President Camacho from Idiocracy.
Nah, yeah, right now. But listen, but wait, as she go on, she about to get tough on y'all. She about to give y'all them United Negro spirituals. Watch.
And look, she already got a little black in her voice when she was in Atlanta, didn't she?
Damn,
we gonna walk it like we talks it.
Like my friend Quavo said, we walk it like we talk it.
So where's my fried chicken? I had these big things of
I just want
greens.
to kind of like gauge the room.
She had
Like,
to put the
how many
collard
people are
greens in the
voting for
bathroom.
Donald Trump? Just out of curiosity, how many people voting for Trump?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There you go.
1, 2,
There
3,
you go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people.
He love the house. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm curious. So, how many people on this panel?
Everybody but you.
Everybody but you.
No, I'm not voting for Trump.
You not voting for Trump?
Oh, I'm not voting for Trump.
Y'all vote for Kamala cookies?
I'm not voting for Kamala either.
Who you voting for?
None of the above. She doing the Monty Brewster. None of the
Anissa,
above.
right,
Monty
Trump.
Brewster.
You voting for Kennedy?
I absolutely am not voting for
You
Trump.
voting independent?
My heart won't let me vote for neither one of them. I'm
So
sorry.
you voting for? Hold on, Anissa. Let's be real now. Are you voting for the independent or are you voting for Kamala?
I'm going to make a decision on August 19th.
You just said you're not voting for Trump. The only other option is Kamala. Come on, goddamn it.
No, it ain't.
Nobody.
No, I'm absolutely not voting for Trump.
So you voting for Kamala? Let's just say it.
Why you need to get more for black people since
Depending on
Lincoln?
how things go on August 19th. If I don't like how things sound on August 19th, I might pull a take heed.
This how y'all gonna be
I don't
standing
know.
outside.
But I'm
This how y'all
absolutely
Kamala
not
people gonna be
voting for
standing
Trump.
outside. Y'all gonna be standing outside just like this.
Bow.
Nah.
I mean, I just want to know what is the appeal? What is the appeal of Donald Trump? I'm just curious. What is it?
Well,
I don't
hold
get
on.
it.
So, go ahead.
I don't
Izzy.
know.
You well under Trump?
I am not willing to get in that car and with the Democrats and go nowhere. I made more money when
Right.
Trump was in office. We had more peace in this world when Trump was in office. Our gas prices was reasonable when Trump was in office. I can only say I do not like the way he handled the pandemic. Other than that, life is not good right now, Damien, especially for the average American. When I see somebody with 7 baby daddies with making $3,000 in food stamps and I only got one, been working since 14 years
You're
old.
gonna vote for
I'm
somebody
an,
with 3 baby mamas.
I'm an American and I couldn't even get food stamps. They told me talking about I make too much money at minimum wage, only working 30 hours a week.
You what you say?
I said you're gonna vote for somebody with 3 baby mamas.
Okay, but
That's
Kamala,
right.
she fucked another man's wife. I mean, another man's
They
another
were
woman's
separated for 10 years.
husband. Oh, stop
matter.
it.
They were still married, still married in the books.
And his wife didn't have a problem
mean-
with it.
Does it make it right
Wait a
though?
minute,
I
who
mean,
had 3 baby mamas? Who had 3 baby
Trump.
mamas?
Trump got 3
Trump.
baby mamas.
That's fine. What's the problem with that? What's wrong with that?
but the difference with him is he can afford them. You see what I'm saying?
Married to those ladies too.
We don't say nothing about Nick Cannon. We don't say nothing about Nick Cannon. That's okay what Nick Cannon is doing.
Let's talk about the first step back. Let's talk about the first step back.
All his kids are with him.
Right.
You got the first.
Oh, wait.
And all his kids are productive citizens. They do something, fucked up as it is.
Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. Where is wife at? You seen it? Where's she been missing in action? She don't fuck with him.
She was there.
She don't fuck with him.
She's supposed to be out.
Where's his daughters at? They don't fuck with him.
They were all there at the Republican National Convention. The grandkids, they were all there. What do you?
Ever since they talked about this Indian shit, where's Kamala Harris' dad yet? That motherfucker in hiding too.
Where's her husband?
That black
Where's her husband at?
He ain't never been around. Last one. He out cheating on her like he cheated on his last one.
Wait. See, this is the thing. This crazy thing is she had a show, a rally today where they were on stage together.
Oh, daddy.
Okay, and that's where Trump's wife is. When he has a rally, that's where she's at. Where her husband. What is the difference?
Man, listen, man.
Because of what came out.
Your wife don't fuck with you. I mean, that's
Kamala was in her 20s. They was running through her like a tollway. When she was, as a matter of fact,
I'm from Oakland. I know how she got down.
Have y'all seen pictures of Kamala Harris when she was 20? That motherfucker was fine as shit.
In the Indian garb or the short haircut? The
no,
Tony
I'm talking about the hair. She had a hair. I mean, ooh, that's
looking so she got to be a hoe.
She had to unbreak my heart.
Yeah, I'm just being real. I don't like her, but she was sexy as shit in her 20s.
But Damien was
I know them niggas were pounding her to death.
Was black unemployment lower under Trump?
Oh yeah,
and it is now.
So what is your appeal to Camilla?
My question, gas was lower.
What is your appeal to Camilla?
Kamala. All right. So
Camilla, tomato.
This is the thing.
Oh my God, Kamala.
We don't know how to pronounce her name. She Indian. We don't know how to pronounce her name.
She said her name was Kamala.
I'll let you know.
What's your appeal to Harris? Fuck it.
Somebody have me in.
She right. Kamala.
Okay, I remember how to say it now. Kamala.
Hey, yo, I thought it was Kamala like the wrestler. Remember Kamala?
Right. Yeah, with the stars on his titties.
So somebody asked me. My thing is this. I'm realistically about 50% anti-Trump and about 40% pro Kamala.
Hotties for Harris.
Kamala.
So
it's like because it's what'd you say?
You're a hottie for Harris.
Color Trump.
Damn, Anissa.
That's what she said.
So all I'm saying is just like all I'm saying. I'm more anti-Trump than I am pro Kamala.
Why? Why?
Okay, why am I anti-Trump?
Yeah, you asked us. I want to know why you're anti-Trump.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Let me hold on a second.
I just want to go back and forth.
Did Trump circumvent the political process on January 6th? Did he incite a riot? Incite an uprising on January 6th?
No, he did not. He did not.
Okay, cool. He didn't. He did that.
Didn't Kamala Harris circumvent the process by trying to become the presidential nominee right now?
Okay, hold on a second. All right, I'll answer that question, but let me finish my question.
Process by keeping niggas in jail.
I'll answer that question. Did Donald Trump? Hold on a question. Let me ask you a question. Did Donald Trump?
They weren't supposed to be. They should have been in jail.
Hold on. Did Donald Trump?
Land your ass in jail, and y'all can talk.
Wait, guys! I want to hear Damien.
Go ahead, Damien. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Damien.
Did he spearhead the plot to have 6 sets of fake electors deliver election results to be certified instead of the official certified ballots? Did he do that?
Well, I'm actually. What are you getting at? What's the end goal? Because we can talk about the election, the voting.
But how much dirty shit has other? What did Nixon do?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Talking about the Russian shit. I'm just asking. Because the whole Russian shit.
Wait, hold on. Did Joe Biden? Did both Joe Biden and the border czar let over 30 million illegal immigrants in so that they can help them? So that the borders are did the border czar let 30 million illegal immigrants in to help them with this election? Yes or yes?
Wasn't no, they can't vote if they're illegal. They can't.
Shit, watch. They are the shit.
What are you getting?
Watch me twerk.
All I'm saying is this: it's just like there's somebody. I feel like Donald Trump has his self-interest. The reason that you do stuff, and the reason that you do the things you do, fake electors, inciting people, pressuring government officials to not certify election, calling election officials in Georgia saying we need to have the exact amount of vote in order to make him the winner. being cool with the fake electors plot, not stopping the riot when it was happening, when he was well enough he really had the ability to do that earlier, and he'd have to wait an hour and 46 minutes to do it. So if you can't see that Donald Trump's only focus is himself and he don't give a fuck about you, I'm sorry, either you willfully ignorant or morally corrupt.
And the Democrats give a shit about us?
And you think Kamala Harris gives a care about you, a black man? Like, you really believe that?
She don't even have a plan for you.
No, she got a plan for him. It ain't good.
All I'm saying is,
how many proxy wars were we in under Trump? How many proxy wars were we in under Trump?
I don't know how many proxy wars.
Let's talk about none. Let's talk about the policies.
Let's talk about the policies.
How much funding did HBCUs get under Trump?
Okay. They got $225 million over 10 years. How much? They got twice as much as the Obama.
Okay, black unemployment was it lower under Trump? Was it lower under Trump?
Black unemployment is lower than Biden and under Biden.
No, she just had a market crash because of the job number.
Exactly.
Correct.
Okay, let's get some facts here. Now everything is speculative. Let's talk about it.
We just had a market crash because of the job number.
Let's talk about the prospect of it. And what I'm looking at, these are the best legal minds in the United States. I mean, economic minds in the United States.
Best liberal.
No. I don't. What's called it? Basically, lead economist at Moody's. Moody's is people know what Moody's, S&P, and all that stuff.
Yeah, we know about Moody's.
All right. Said that Biden's policy is significantly better than U.S. economy, while Trump's plan would trigger recession, cut 3.2 million jobs, add 1% to inflation, and reduce middle class income. Biden's policy are far better than the economy. This is Mark Zetti, league.
Okay, but we're living it though. Let
him finish.
Let me finish.
We're living it right now. We're living it right now.
Hold on a second.
Inflation's out of control. And you reading some.
There's people who actually want to hear something, and you want to give all the way you feel.
We're living it. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy? Right now,
listen.
You're reading a document from some asshole who says Biden's policies are better than fucking guys can't even afford food. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right.
Stop, man. Don't give me goddamn stats when people can't eat.
Fuck the facts.
Food, man.
We don't want to hear no facts.
Facts don't matter when you're trying to feed a family.
Facts matter because
all I'm saying. Okay, Damien, you can read, even if that guy's right, even if he sounds intelligent, he's fucking wrong because people are living.
He's wrong because you feel the way you feel.
Now.
Okay.
He said the inflation's out of control. We ain't making that shit up. I mean, you know what? So people write shit down. It automatically makes them right. What are you talking about?
Go ahead,
whose job is it to write down?
Is right because August 2019 we saw record low black unemployment at 5.4%. We had opportunity zones made by Trump.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Go ahead,
I got that stuck here.
Hey, put the professor in the middle.
What's called? This is what happened. All right.
Let's
just do them bump by bump. Okay.
Twins.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
And it's hard. It's hard because it's just like I can't. People who feel like their feelings are just as valid as facts.
I love facts, man. Go ahead.
People are living in inflation right now.
You talking about his future policies?
I can afford food. Everybody on my block can afford food.
Okay, so
well, not everybody on the other side of the tracks can, Damien. Are you helping them feed them?
All I'm saying is,
but David, can we talk about
the whole United States on your block?
Your experience don't make the world. It don't make all I'm saying is your experiences don't make the nation's
right.
experience.
You're exactly right.
And that's what our pain is trying to say, because you can't. That means everybody can't.
Well, all right,
most Americans can't even eat right now, Damien. I work at a grocery store.
So David, wait a minute. Are you living right now? You're trying to say inflation is under control? Are you saying that guy who wrote that about
inflation is lower under Joe Biden than it was under Donald Trump?
Yo, why are you lying? Yo, what are you talking about?
Okay.
Are you mad?
Are you out of your mind? Absolutely not true.
But the thing is, this is how it is, and I don't want to say this.
get to the
This
next
gonna come off
subject.
so the wrong way. I get on certain panels, and it's all about feeling. I can start reading up fact. I can state the source.
Your feelings, you mean?
fact, and
But
what's called it. But
Damien, you've
the
been
motherfuckers
moving
will
the
get in there and be like,
goalposts all
"What?
night. He's talking
I
about
can't
feelings,
buy
but
this
you've
and
been
I can't
moving
buy
the
that." You know, it's just like,
So Damien, they say you
Damien
keep
is a
moving-
player. I'm sorry,
Damien,
something wrong.
problem is that you've been moving the goalposts. Do you believe you've been moving the goalposts?
I do not believe I've been moving the goalposts. I was.
Yes,
I was
you
trying
have.
to
Every
point.
conversation.
Okay, let me
You're
get this
living
straight.
in a bubble.
How am I moving the goalposts by reading the stats? Somebody asked me, we gonna go blow
No,
for
we're
blow
not talking
about
you
how we
reading the
were the
stats.
company.
We're talking about from the
But they-
beginning when you wasn't reading the stats. You were moving the goal. Look at him laughing. You were moving
Damien.
the goalposts in the beginning, sir. Please act like you
When I
understand.
said what? When I said what?
Okay, so we gonna play that game today?
Yes,
But
let's play
Damien,
it. When I
but
said
Damien,
what?
Why are you
But Damien-
playing? You were not
Because you
moving
don't know
the
what you're
goalposts.
talking about. You can't cite it.
Damien, just real
Noah
quick,
just
real
was
quick,
bloviating
real quick,
and
Damien.
saying so much stuff that she forgot, but I didn't.
Real quick, Damien.
Jump up here.
Hold
Jump
on,
in the middle.
Damien.
He said I
Damien.
forget.
Jump in the middle.
Real quick,
In the
real quick.
middle.
Inflation
Where are
under Trump. Inflation under Trump, according to Political Fact, was 1.9%. Under Biden is at 5.7.
It has never been 1.9%. You are
This is
crazy.
Political Fact.
Hold on.
He's reading from a book just like
Hold
you.
on.
He's reading from a book just like you
Hold
are.
on now.
Dude, come
Hold
on.
on.
I'll cite my sources in the private chat.
Put it in there. Let me hold on.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I'll cite my
whoa,
sources in
whoa,
private
whoa.
chat.
Hey, you cite your source in the private chat too, Damien. Come on. What you
I'll
talking
tell
about? I
you
can
what.
cite sources, but we don't see nothing. Nothing.
I told you.
Hey, 18 moderating the panel, y'all. She said y'all can all talk at the same time,
That's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
Sorry, 18. You right.
Sorry, boo.
Sorry, honey.
Sorry, sugar.
Hold on.
Hey, listen. So
Let's take a look at
Question
inflation.
for the men.
yeah,
And
look at that. I knew that was coming.
Anissa drunk.
Yep.
Because she's out there, man. That's funny.
Not at all. But I have a legitimate question.
She's just
What's your
buzzed.
question,
Just got
Anissa?
nice
Go
buzz.
ahead, Mama.
Okay. Okay, so you guys, you other guys are Trump supporters, right?
Okay.
I'm really curious. I'm really, because I don't understand it, because I would never vote for Trump in like 10 million years. But I'm trying to figure out what is the appeal for Black men for Trump. Like, what did he do that was so amazing for Black men and Black people that you guys will support him? Because this is something
First
that I've
Made a
hold
lot
on.
of money and he
I'm not
fucked with bad
finished.
bitches.
I'm not finished. So this is something, because I'm like, what is he going to do for Black people? What is he going to, how is he going to make things better? So
Can I
Trump's,
answer that?
I'm going to
Yeah,
do
man.
this and then you can. So the Tax Cuts and Job Act Trump is going to, that expires in 2025. That is going to be, he wants to extend that for the wealthy, okay, which is going to increase the low and middle class cost of living. Okay, so those people that make $4.5 million, which I know is nobody on this panel, they're going to get a tax of $400,000. Okay, so he wants to extend the tax cut, which was $1.9 trillion for the wealthy and corporations from 2017, that reduced corporate taxes from 35 to 21%. So, and he also wants to have the blanket tariffs on all imports, which is going to cost the average family an additional $1,500 a year. So my question is, what is he doing for the middle class? Where is the middle class tax cut? Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but what is Trump's plan to help Black people? Since y'all want to vote for him,
Okay.
what is Trump's plan that is going to
facts for
help
him.
Black
Hey, real
people?
quick, Payne. Real
And
quick, Payne.
Black
You want to
men,
answer?
Go ahead, but
Okay,
that's
you all are
No,
the
no, no.
providers.
Well,
You
you
all are the
let me
providers,
answer the
and I want
question.
y'all to provide, because I need to be provided
I
for.
just
So
have a
what is
question.
Trump's plan that's going to help y'all?
Do you want us to answer the question about black people,
Your
or
ass
answer the
gonna work
question
with them.
about middle class? Because you said 2 or 3 different things. I'm trying to figure out which one you need us to answer first.
Just say Black people, and then we can.
Right.
And then if you want to ask the middle class, you can answer.
Okay,
that.
all right, Payne. I'll let you rock it, and I'll go after you.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So he did pass the First Step Act. that impacted Black people tremendously by reducing sentencing that Bill Clinton passed in 1994, 95. In addition to that, you have opportunity zones that greatly impacted Black people because they was able to get monies to form businesses and opportunity zones. HBCU funding, he increased that. What else did he do for Black people under Trump? Let me see what else. I mean, that's just a few to start you off there. Give me a second. I'll pull up the rest of it. I had it.
Well, this is his agenda for
This is Agenda 47 right here.
Record low unemployment for Black people. Black people had the lowest unemployment under Trump than they did under Biden. It was at 5.4%. Now, just so you know, Obama did take it from 17% to 7%, and under Trump, he took it from 7.5% to 5.4%. So he did reduce that. In addition to the people who don't like Trump for the COVID-19 situation, he did put Operation Warp Speed into operation so that people got their vaccinations a lot quicker. No matter how you feel about that, he was able to get that done. And Biden benefited from that because as it was coming through, Biden came in office. So there's a lot of things Trump did. And Kamala Harris already said she can't do anything strictly for Black people. But under their presidency, they signed the Asian American and Pacific Islander Act that specifically were for those people. Obama didn't do anything for Black people specifically. Neither did Clinton. Neither did George Washington. It doesn't matter. No one's done anything strictly for Black people. So I had to look at policies that impacted Black people and opportunity zones, HBCU funding. Those things impacted us tremendously, as well as low unemployment in the Black community.
Okay, I just want to say one straight.
Wait a minute.
I just want to fact check something real quick.
So what is his plan? We know he looks after the
You already said what you got to say. Why don't you let
his
somebody
friends.
else answer this? So
I'm sorry.
You put your question out there.
I'm sorry.
My thing is this. No, that's all right. I mean, I don't have a long-winded thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100. It doesn't have to be 100 things. Okay, the immigration policy to replace Black people at the lower end jobs is a Biden policy. Those open borders impact Black people the most because those low-hanging fruit jobs are where Black people. Unfortunately, this is the bad part about us being in those low, especially Black men, still being impacted by those low-hanging fruit jobs. So the people that he brings in, but it still was directed as a weapon against Black to replace Black voters. And so that's when he talked about those so-called Black jobs, is those service jobs that Black people overwhelmingly take. And when these bilingual people come in, you're not even going to be able to get those jobs, right? So is it going to make us as a Black population a little bit better? So we're asking, not only what's Biden doing for you, he's actually trying to take what little you have away as well. Wait a minute, wait a second. So Trump wants to put immigration control in place. That'll help Black people. That'll help. He ain't doing it for us, but that's the direct thing that will help people out. Because the tax dollars, the little tax dollars that go into our neighborhoods will stop going to the goddamn illegal immigrants. So listen, there's a lot of direct shit and indirect shit. And the thing I don't like about Kamala Harris, and this is what Trump is against, is gender affirming care. So, and taking the rights away from parents. This is the shit they do in California. There's a law there already. So all I'm trying to say, that shit spreads because California is like a goddamn plague. The kind of laws they pass there, it starts to spread across the United States, especially in the blue states. You don't want no fucking government coming in and telling you what to do with your children. Get the fuck out of here. We got drag queens in the school. We got people. We got sex books in the goddamn for third graders. We got men walking down the street butt naked during a whole fucking month. What kind of country do we have where we put that fucking liberal bitch in the goddamn White House where she has the bully pulpit? Get out of here, man. Our country will go to hell. And then for her to prove she got a dick, you know what she's going to do? She's going to send all your 18-year-old sons to go fucking fight for Israel and shit like that. Are you kidding me? Just to stop it. Trump ain't going to Israel thing is a bipartisan thing. So.
Here's the thing.
That's a bipartisan thing.
Can I just do a fact check?
Hey, Keaton got her some tea.
Community is going anywhere. They
Say
ain't
what?
going nowhere.
Let's call it.
What? But hold on, you asked the question. What has Trump done?
LGBTQ plus those people, they ain't leaving.
But
They
we're
ain't
not.
going nowhere.
We're not asking. Hold on, real quick, Mr. Payne. Hold on, we're not.
They have more
asking
rights
them,
than black
hold on
people.
real quick. We're not
They
asking them
ain't
to
going
leave.
nowhere.
Hold on,
Because you know why? They got more money than
hold on real quick.
y'all.
We're not asking
No,
them.
it
Hold
ain't
on,
what it is. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
It's-
She just said something that was fucking
Most
all
of
the
the
way
people
wrong.
in California and
So it's
Florida,
about
they got more
money.
money than
It's
y'all.
not morals, not morals, but it's about money.
Don't say morals.
I'm gonna let
You
y'all
say
cook.
Donald Trump in the
I'm gonna
same
tell y'all what
station and say morals.
Be easy on the
And
niggas.
you can't say it with Harris either, Damien. I mean, I could flip it.
I'm gonna say this real quick. That's not the fact. The facts are this: Black women are the biggest supporters of the LGBTQ community. AI plus.
I'm not. I don't support it.
Y'all,
Hey, it's never
I don't give a
nobody
fuck
like
if you don't
Nope,
support
nope,
it. I'm
nope.
talking about the majority
And-
of Black
and-
women support it. They your homeboys. Y'all do pillow talk. Y'all go on girls trips. Y'all sharing weave. Y'all sharing wigs.
true.
They getting their dicks cut off. They
And
getting their
sometimes y'all fucking.
they getting
Wait.
bread. They getting
Shit,
bread.
man.
Come on. And sometimes y'all fucking them, right? And so my thing is this:
Yeah.
when y'all open Pandora's box, y'all put them on the pedestal to be great. Because and then y'all put them on a pedestal to be better than heterosexual men. That's why right now Black women are getting mad because these niggas getting surgery and they look and now they get to the point they looking like more like women than y'all looking, and it's shit in reverse. The women are starting to look like goddamn
Running backs.
up on, and now the niggas are starting to look like bitches. So
But yo-
now the shit in reverse. I seen a woman the other day that was a full-fledged woman. I got there. I said, yeah, she trans like a motherfucker. But she was a woman. All that fucking makeup on, fucking blue shit going across her forehead, goddamn big ass hoop earring. I said, yeah, that's a fucking man. So now
BMU.
Hold on,
Yep.
hold on, real quick. They said
Can
the
you
men,
do,
real
can you
quick.
do me a favor? Can
Can I
you
say
bring
something?
up? I'm sorry, Is I just
I've been
wanna
trying
say
to
this
talk
real
for
quick.
like the past 20 minutes. I've been getting interrupted every single time. Can I just say
I'm sorry.
something?
Welcome
She said-
to BMU.
I'm sorry.
She asked the men a question, right? She asked the men a
Yeah, go
question.
ahead.
So let me just say this. Again, when you have policies where grown men can use the bathroom with little girls, when you have policies where like they were saying where you could teach the children from a young age these things, they're going to other countries trying to force other countries to practice this mess. But not only that, when you have a woman, I know a lot of this is not going to be popular, and a lot of people are not going to want to hear this, but this is the absolute truth.
Oh Lord.
While there are a lot of countries that will accept it, there's a lot of powerful countries that will not accept it and will not come to the table at all. They don't play that stuff at all. There's not going to be no respect. There's not going to be no diplomacy. There's not going to be no nothing. They ain't going to want to hear it. That's number two. The number three thing is this. It's amazing how y'all don't understand how the influx of illegal immigrants, migrant workers, whatever the hell you want to call it, is affecting you as a community. No, you might not live in Chicago. No, you might not live in New York. No, you might not live in California. But make no mistake about it, the more illegals that come across these borders, the more that it pushes us to a permanent underclass in this society. That's your middle class gone right there. Okay. All these immigrants coming in is killing your middle class. When you say, what is he doing for the middle class? By him removing those illegal immigrants, that already is going to influx. Then not to mention he's bringing business back to this country. Not to mention he's putting embargoes and tariffs on people importing into this country to make America start producing again. So there are a lot of things that he's doing as far as that are good for the country and good for Black people. They already told you about the HBCUs. They already told you about the opportunity zones. They already told you about the First Step Act. Not to mention, think about how many nonviolent offenders that were getting the astronomical numbers under a Biden, under the Democratic regime that he set free, that he's brought home, to get them fair numbers. So come on, let's don't act like he hasn't done anything. Let's don't act like he hasn't done anything that benefits us. Let's don't act like he's just the worst president in the world, because he's not.
It's yeah, okay.
Why are you economically still at the bottom then?
Yeah.
What you say?
Why are we
I said,
economically
why
still
are
at
Black
the bottom?
Americans economically still at the bottom?
Because you
Because
got
we needed them
Biden and
23
Kamala
because we
Harris,
needed those
and
23
you
million
Oh my
can't
babies.
God.
Obama.
Because we
Because we
can't.
spend shit on the wrong. We spend money on the
We needed
wrong
those
shit.
23 million babies y'all killed to make
Okay.
us better.
Buying
No
Jordans and stuff.
accountability. It's everybody
And,
else's
and,
fault.
Almighty. And
All
no,
I'm saying,
no. Can I answer? Can I answer, please?
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
The problem is why we still at the below everybody. Okay, it's because we don't know how to work together. We buy all name brand bullshit that don't make sense. We have to have labels to be important. And then also, we also forget about family. We forget about family. We forget about the family structure.
Community.
Our children are raised by one parent, and then they think by the one parent, the child gonna be amazing. And it's only a small percentage that the children turn out okay. But when you get the percentage of children growing up with the mama and the daddy, they have a better outcome. And even if they just raised by the daddy structure, the child still have a better outcome. Black folks don't want to get the true idea of this thing. They don't want to stick to the blueprint that God gave us, is that it has to be marriage first and children after. So we think that we know better than God. We choose the wrong things. We choose the wrong stuff. You can even listen to the music that our children listen to. It's always about drugs and killing. Back when I was young, at least they had a mixture of different type of music. They
And
had
lyrics.
They had all the NWA, and then they had, you got Guy and all this. You
Luther
had
Vandross, all type of shit.
De La Soul,
De
Diggable
La
Planets,
Soul,
Black
Arrested Development.
KRS-One. They had good
Diggable
music,
Planets.
but now you got the ratchet in the ghetto, and the kids trying to figure out which one sound better. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no family structure at all. So we're going to always be at the bottom. You want to know why? Because we don't understand that the king is the head. We don't understand. We don't understand that our men are the head of the foundation. We think we the head. That's why everything keep falling apart. This is the thing. I always tell people on my channel is that the throne and the crown does not want you. But the women don't believe that. When I say that, the throne and the crown don't want you. This is why when everything falls apart, you get on social media, you see all these young women on social media. I don't want to be a single mother no more. And I was a single mother. I understand it's hard. I always tell people, if you ever try to tell me I got to go back to being a single mother, I'm going to whoop somebody's ass. Now, take heed to the message. Don't support violence. I don't support violence, but I'll whoop somebody's ass. I'm not going back to that. Okay? I've been living with my husband close to 18. I ain't going to lie. Okay? 18 years he been a daddy. Okay? So we've been together a long time. And I don't want to sit here and just say, okay, the father is not needed. This is the thing that our older women push onto the younger women. You don't need the father to raise these children. And this gives our children a disadvantage. Listen, JT always say, shout out to JT. He always say, the owner's manual is needed to raise our children. And this is one of the disadvantages that leads to other disadvantages. The father is not there. And why is the father not there? Because our sisters are not choosing wisely.
And take heed. You know what the throwback is gonna be for this feminism? Like, yo, when she wins, she's gonna win. I'm just gonna let you know. When she wins, the feminism is going to hit a all-time record high. It's going to be the worst thing that ever happened to the Black family in the Black community. Ever.
Man, get out of here.
It's going to be cataclysmic. It's going to be cataclysmic. I promise you.
And you know what, Izzy? Watch Izzy. You taught me something tonight. Sometimes you got to stop and listen and then take the words that you heard from the person and then give it back to them.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to give this back to Anissa. Earlier, Anissa said, if I don't know y'all, what the hell that got to do with me? What shit was that another person doing? The reason that the black people are at the bottom is because of people that think like that.
That's right, because it's a team
I don't
sport.
give a fuck about what go on with them girls over there. I don't give a fuck if something happens to that girl, because see, when you do care, that's community. When you don't care, it's chaos. And so now we have to hold each other. So the reason, to answer your question, the reason that we're at the bottom, because the people that found their way to the middle class a little bit above and look down on them and say, nigga, fuck them.
It's all about me and what I got. Listen, this is a team sport. America is a team sport. You can't win in America unless you have a team. It's a team sport, but everything that we've been conditioned, socialized, and taught has been solo, me, I.
Yep.
Izzy, Izzy,
let me-
we're gonna take a bet. We're gonna take a bet. I'm sorry. We're gonna take a bet, Izzy. You wanna know why I'm gonna say this? This is why I'm gonna say this. Okay, and I'm not drinking. This is tea. Okay. Why I'm saying this, he is not gonna win. She gonna take the run, she gonna be able to do the run and everything, right? She gonna be able to do the run and everything, but what's gonna happen is the electoral college will bring him in. Watch.
It's gonna bring
I'm
her
telling
in.
you.
The numbers ain't there.
It's gonna bring her in.
It's gonna bring her in. I'll give $1. I bet you $1 on it. Take heat.
Nope.
It's gonna.
You
I
want
bet
to
you
know
$1.
why? You want to know
I
why?
bet you
I say
$1.
this?
It's
Because
gonna bring her in.
if they really wanted a woman president, Hillary would have landed.
No, that's
No,
not
no,
true.
no. She ran a bad race.
That's not true.
You
It's
got
the
it.
underlay.
Yeah.
That's not true.
They don't
Listen,
want
listen.
Clinton.
We gonna
Hillary,
see.
no, that's not true. Listen, Hillary was brought in. You got to remember, take heat. You got to. I know you see it. She did not go through a Democratic primary.
She
She
didn't.
did not have a runoff against anybody. She
didn't.
is a Manchurian candidate. They
Okay, hold
put
on.
her in place.
Damn,
All
that's
right.
right.
When people
Just
say
like
that,
Harris.
I don't
hold on.
know.
When people when
I
they
don't
say
know.
that about Harris,
Georgia.
hold on. That's just weird when people say that, because number one, people were voting for a Biden Harris ticket, and number two, he had not secured the nomination, so anybody could have had the delegates vote for
No,
them.
but
at this
come on,
point.
fam.
They could
When
have
he
voted for
when
anybody.
she read,
Hold on,
look,
hold on.
Damon,
Let me
you
finish.
acting like you don't know about
Hold on,
2020.
Stop interrupting. Stop interrupting. Come on, let's just keep it. All right. All I'm saying is just like we're talking about right now. One of the things is saying she is rightfully where she's legally, and to what she's exactly where she is legally able to be.
No, she's
was
not.
on
You're
it.
stammering. You
Hold
don't
on
know
a
what you're
second.
talking about.
No, because I just got a
What are you
text from my
talking
wife
about?
saying I'm
You
being
lying like a
loud.
mug. You lying like a mug. You lying like a mug.
Hold on.
You're
Like
wrong. You're loud and wrong.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Was the ticket that she was on a Biden Harris ticket?
Yes,
Just
as
answer
the
one.
vice, as the vice president. Yes,
regardless.
yes, as the vice president.
Had Joe Biden secured the nomination for the candidate for the Democratic candidate nomination for president? Had he secured
No,
it yet?
because the DNC.
No.
So
had
wait,
not
let
happened
me finish.
yet.
Let me finish. At that point,
You
is it
asking
legal?
a question. I'm answering your question.
You said no. All I need is one word answers.
no, but
Okay,
that's
good.
not what it
So
requires.
so at that point, anybody could have actually run at that point.
No, they couldn't have.
Hold on a second. So
No, they couldn't have. No, they couldn't have.
Yes,
Is the answer. No, they
anybody-
couldn't have. Because they got to wait to the DNC. No, they couldn't have.
Anybody at that point, till he
could not
secured the
have.
nomination. So nobody could have challenged Joe Biden for the nomination for the
Yes,
Democratic
but
Party.
they had to do it at the DNC,
No, they
brother.
do-
Yes, they
What's called-
do. They had to put their bid. Listen, they had to put their
hold on.
bid in by a certain
Hold
time.
on.
Listen,
Oh, no,
listen.
no.
So Joe Biden, hold on. Joe Biden was the presumptive nominee of the Democratic Party, and he did go unchallenged. However, the way that it works is the person would have put their ballot in, and it would have been a runoff at the DNC.
There wouldn't have been a runoff if the person was still trying to if it was two people fighting for the same position. There wasn't. There was only one. There needs to be no one. Hold on a second. If he bows out,
Was it Kamala Harris? Was it Kamala Harris?
What do you mean? Is it Kamala Harris?
Was it Kamala? Since you like one word answers, was the person that initially was the presumptive nominee Kamala Harris? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, exactly.
All right. And then let me finish my statement. All right. But it's different if she would have been challenging him for the position. She wasn't. Then you get the runoffs and all that kind of stuff. Then you get what you're talking about. But he withdrew.
But
So
he's
it was
still
up to the
president.
hold on. Hold on a second.
Because it was going to invoke the 25th Amendment.
Right.
That's why he withdrew.
It really was deeper
Yes,
than
they were.
that. It was deeper than
That's why he sat down.
No, they would have never.
Listen, Professor,
they would've
but
never
it was
done that.
deeper. It's deeper than that. Listen, it's deeper than that, and this is the play, and this is what you don't understand. Legally, and that's why they're talking about suing, because legally this is illegal to do. Because the only way that he could drop out the way that he's trying to drop out is if he's deceased or if he has.
You are saying just stuff that just not true. So let me get this straight.
Look it up. It is true.
Hold on. Let me finish. If hold on a second.
Who's the president of the United States right now?
Stop interrupting, Blood.
No, you interrupted me. Who's the president of the United States right now?
Joe Biden is the president of the United States.
Okay,
right
so how did he drop out? Wait, no. How did he drop out if he's still the president, sir?
He's not seeking re-election.
Thank you.
Somebody
who. Thank you.
No, but again, but
he's not
Kamala Harris is still. But you
can't
do that. You
can't transfer your delegates.
Yes, you can't do that.
You can't transfer your delegates to somebody else without
no.
Hold on. Listen, he went unprimary. You cannot transfer your delegates automatically.
Oh Lord. Damon,
hold on. Let me finish.
There was a problem. Trump and his people would have
let me finish. He hadn't. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. He had not secured the delegates yet. That's what y'all don't getting. He wasn't the nominee yet. He was the presumptive, which means he didn't have shit yet.
We haven't even had the DNC
the way that it was done,
because you don't like it don't mean that it was illegal.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
And Damon, just so you know, I did.
There was 14 million people who voted to give him those delegates. There were 14 million people who voted to give him those delegates. They didn't vote for Kamala in the primaries. He went unopposed. In the primaries, he went unopposed, but people did vote to give him those delegates. And when he quit, they automatically try to transfer them to Harris. The people didn't vote that shit for her.
Any registered Democrat, anybody on the planet could have stepped up and said, "I want to be president."
No, wait a second.
But only one person stepped up.
Over the fact. Wait a minute. You skipped over the fact that 14 million people voted to give those delegates to Biden, and they switched them to Harris and they answer to say, "Wait a minute." The answer to say that nobody else stepped up, and they made her the presumption nominee because they're by proxy saying that she's getting those delegates without people getting a chance to vote on them.
Right.
And there was a primary for the Democrats. Remember that?
They only needed to have You only need to have a primary if there were people challenging her for the nomination.
Barack Obama made sure that.
Biden why did they wait after the primary anyway?
I'm gonna tell you. Take heed. After
he had a bad debate and he would lose.
No, he's been falling since 2 years ago.
No.
He's been falling left and right.
Take heed. Listen. After they saw the debate, the Democrats said we need to find somebody else. It was either going to be Gavin Newsom, Kamala. They were trying to figure out who they was going to run. I just put a New York Post article. They were threatening to invoke the 25th Amendment to get Biden. Read the article. I posted the article. The Democrats and the Democrats said they were going to invoke the 25th Amendment if he did not bow out of the race. So that Sunday he bowed out of the race and they put Kamala Harris up there. That's how that happened. That's why they waited.
Nobody was going to. Nobody would have invoked.
Read the New York Post article.
Hold on a second. Nobody would have invoked the 25th Amendment because what would have happened? It would have made it seem like the party was in chaos, and it would have limited your ability to.
The party is in chaos. What are you talking about?
The party is not in chaos now. They've all marshaled behind one person.
Yeah, because they threatened Biden to get out of there. So that's what he did. That's why, and he wasn't even supposed to endorse her right away. Because that's why, you know what? So he did that as a blowback to
New York Post is a very right-wing publication.
No, it depends on who they're writing about.
Okay, nobody said nobody. It was never anybody. You can't find.
She was just. Wasn't you just telling me that the facts don't matter? You were reading from an article, but now this article ain't no good.
All I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Is that Nobody was going to invoke the 25th Amendment, because if they did that, whomever the presumptive nominee would have lost.
No, listen, man. Listen,
it wouldn't be.
Because they knew that if she would have took the presidency that way, that her chances of even being this, of them being able to spin the narrative from a person they were trying to get rid of last year to now she's the best thing since sliced bread.
Right. He would have lost.
Man.
I mean, lost if they done that.
That's why they didn't do it. That's right, exactly. So
stepping down made it legal for her to step in and put herself up there, and for her.
How is he stepping down if he's still president? If he's still president, how is he stepping down?
I don't mean stepping down. 14 million people. He was just not seek re-election. If he was made it so he did not seek re-election.
So who's running the country? Who's running the country now?
Exactly.
Who's running the country?
Joe Biden is running the country.
Last year, are you going to tell me Joe Biden is running the country? Or you really believe that? You really believe he's running the country?
While he's shitting in his pants.
Can I say something?
And bringing home hostages.
I just want to.
Don't even pick that shit up, please.
Any man who votes, and it's going to be a little nasty, any man who votes that Kamala Harris is going to be the next president, anybody who votes for her, you don't rule your household. You don't rule your household.
Whoa.
Because the Bible tells you,
I'm an atheist, or you don't believe in God. There you go. Or you don't believe in God like I don't.
You don't run your household.
Yeah, or you don't believe in God.
I'm not directing it to you. I'm saying any man
I'm voting for
Kamala Harris, you do not run your household.
That says a lot, man.
No wonder you act the way you act. I understand. No more debate.
I didn't say you. I said any man who votes for Kamala Harris, they do not control their household. Because for you to think that a woman is supposed to be at the helm of one of the greatest nations, I had to put the air quote, one of the greatest nations in the world, then you have lost your mind. Because the problem is that we are one of the superpowers. Now they get up here and say, well, a woman can run the country. Now, out of the past 10 years, 22 women have ran nations, 22. But the nations are not as big and wide like the U.S.
Germany.
They have ran nations that were smaller. Even South Africa is one of the ones that their nation is big. But mind you,
Mexico got a one female president.
Britain still has a hold on them. And currently, it is only 6 women who's running nations right now. But no woman has ever ran a superpower.
Yeah. Like I said, I got a daughter. I would never tell her because you got a vagina, you can't do what you want to do. You're not in a position to run to be a president.
But you shouldn't take offense. I'm not talking about you.
No, I'm just saying.
Any man.
But Damien, so you think women should be in power over men? You think that seriously? You think? I want to ask Damien that question, y'all. Give me just a minute. We're about to end because I want everybody to go to bed. Everybody got to get them go to work in the morning, or go do what you got to do in the morning. I'm asking the question.
You're going to ask. You're about to ask a disingenuous question. Because you said you're about to ask if men should be empowered for men. I don't even feel that in my house. I'm a traditional value in my house. My wife didn't even work for 10 years because I paid all the bills at the house because I made sure I wanted to be sure.
What do you get the traditional value from that?
Why do you feel like she should be good then?
Well, because I feel like there's certain. He asked me my opinion.
Go ahead.
So my opinion is going to come from the way I feel. So I'm like, it's like, that's like I said, it's hard to get on these panels because I can say anything.
No, hold on. I want to answer this question. So go ahead.
Niggas love to just make fun of anything. He's a good dad. I mean, niggas love to make fun of anything. I mean, it's just with him. It's just like, all I'm saying is, dude, is like, for a political, I've had women bosses in the front. I've worked for companies that have female CEOs. I've been to countries where they've had like women leaders, and it wasn't a fall apart. It wasn't a shit show. It was just like
small nations.
So you just like Kamala Harris. Hold on. So World War III comes. You trust her. You trust her at the helm.
This is who I trust. But the thing is this: I trust that she will have generals and people who know about these things to advise her.
Would they have
That's called a
Panthers
cabinet.
first? Or would they be men? Would they be would they be men like that think they're women or men?
Hold on, I ain't done with him yet. Who's the chief?
Just
Who's the commander?
that disingenuous bullshit
Who is
that
the
just kind of
commander?
makes
No,
it where
I'm
like
asking a question.
you wanted me to be on this thing every Tuesday. Come on.
Yes, sir. You
Come on, damn it. We're gonna get
Oh,
all this.
Oh, is him sensitive? Oh,
Hey, David, we need the balance,
Listen, it's
man.
ridiculous.
We need the balance, man. We need the balance. We need somebody like you, man.
come on, man. You can take some challenges to your
ridiculous.
philosophy. Come on,
Man,
brother.
There's an old study that people, when they hear dumb shit, some people when they don't, they feel genuine just craziness and pain when they hear dumb shit.
Kamala is the commander of all armed forces, and whatever she says they have to do. She has, right?
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. No, they don't, because Donald Trump said he wanted to send the National Guard to shoot protesters, and they said no, we're not doing that. So if it's unlawful, then they won't follow what she's saying.
I need the source. I need the source on that.
World War III, when Kim Jong-un said, "I'm sick of the fucking
There's
Americans."
no going to be no War War III. Let's not do hypotheticals. Let's not do hypotheticals because we're not going to World War III. All I'm saying is this. Listen, I'm just going to say this. Let me just say this. Let me say this. And this is what I'm going to say to you men out there. I'll put this out there. If you say something about men and what you call it, all I'm saying is that I'm cut from a different cloth. 50 years old. I'll be 50 years old in a couple months. My dad, I grew up from with a very character-driven dad. Character, morality means something to me. Who you are, who you represent, what the things you do, who you portray yourself matters to me. I don't want to have to hold my nose and be like, oh, I'm going to go vote for an adjudicated rapist. I'm going to go vote for a dude who hung with a pedophile and has documented proof he was on that pedophile's plane 7 times. I'm not going to vote for a dude who said that he likes to grab women by the pee and was proud about it. I'm not grabbing a man who said he walks into the Miss USA pageant that he owns and looks and loves to ogle women because he's the owner and he can do that. I'm not a dude who is lies. Who sold over 30,000 lies in the 4 years he was. I'm about character. I'm about what's called. And that's how I live my life. Y'all can live your life whatever. Y'all can like let this shit go. Y'all can do all these mental gymnastics to say, oh, he's a good guy, but also he is not a good man. He is not a good man. Okay. And good men are the people who do good for the country and for the world.
Kamala Harris
So Harris is a good woman?
Right. Biden is a good man and Harris is a good woman?
Joe Biden is a very good, is a decent man.
We're not talking about Biden. We're talking about Harris.
I said both. I did say that.
And I believe Harris, show me documented proof of Harris not being a perfect of character and not being a good woman.
Okay, I got you.
She was evidence of a man that was about to die.
Let him. She framed. She was part of another man. She framed another. She was part of a framing of another man on death row. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's not a lie.
The Supreme Court forced her.
Hold on. Let me finish. Then she was committing adultery. She's committed adultery. She's a harlot. She's
so what's the difference?
Like I said.
So now beside that,
I won't vote for a felon.
She had free labor. She was taking free labor. Why is she talking while I'm talking? She was taking free labor from people, having people work in the prison system longer times than they were supposed to be incarcerated. That's not a lie. That's a proven fact.
All I'm saying is, like I said,
Damon, I got you, Damien.
He's not gonna come back, guys. Y'all don't let that man talk.
Damon, I got you.
You can come with me, Izzy.
Come back. Don't.
Damon, is it true? Is it true that she wanted to put parents in jail whose kids didn't go to school?
If it was a poly where it was like
if their kids were truant.
Yes. If it was a certain amount of truancy, yes, she wanted to hold them accountable.
Listen, you had no kids, you can't speak.
See how y'all justify her shit?
Is that her every single time?
But you got to give context.
Hold on, Damien. I got another question for you. Was it okay? Was it okay for her? Was it okay for her to suppress evidence? Was it okay for her to suppress evidence that kept people in jail?
Nope.
I don't have any facts.
So what character is that?
But she did
I don't
that. She
have
did
any
it for at least
facts.
3
I want to
cases.
ask a question. Okay, I want to ask you a question.
So, right.
No,
So
Let me,
that's not
let me,
the
let
facts
me
that
address
I
what he's
found.
saying.
Oh,
Let me address what
Y'all
he's
want to
saying.
believe, but that's
Anissa,
not the fact.
Anissa, let me address what Professor is saying.
but Anissa,
Okay.
you don't have any
Y'all need
kids,
to
so
go back and
speak.
do
You
some
can't speak on
research.
that.
Let
You
me ask
can't
you a
speak
question.
You
Let
need
me
to
ask you
go
a
back
question.
and do your research because that's not
Exactly.
true.
Oh,
Exa-
what,
and-
what,
I know it is, but I'm
what
just
reason?
I'm
I
giving
did
him
the
some
research.
metaphors.
That's not
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this. I'm gonna be out here at midnight my time. Listen, listen. Let's pause for just a second. Next
All right.
Tuesday, the show title next Tuesday will be "Does Character Matter?" The
Hell
bitch versus
yeah.
Matt. Okay.
It should.
Yeah, and so we're gonna do does character does character matter?
Low character,
The bitch,
No.
the
low
bitch-
character people, it do not matter.
And Anissa, just so you know, I have no problem providing links. I've already done that for other things. So if you think I'm lying about something, I can provide you links from the Guardian,
Oh, honey,
the
I
New
don't
York
need the
Times.
links. I've looked it
Okay.
up myself. I don't
Okay,
need
so
your
what,
links. I got it.
so what am I
I got
lying
it.
about?
Yes,
What am I
got
lying
it.
about? What am
I
I
got
telling?
it.
What am I telling a lie
I got
about?
it.
You
I
get
I
it.
just
So
want
what am I
This
lying about?
This
so
is
That's
good
exactly
tonight,
what I
man.
said.
Jesus
I heard you
Christ.
say nothing. I heard you say absolutely nothing.
Okay,
So what am I
so
lying
look,
about?
hold on, guys. So I got these super chats real
saying
quick,
shit.
and then we're gonna get out of here. Hold on,
First of
just a
all, I
second.
wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Izzy.
Okay, so I'm asking you.
I was about to
Listen,
be
you
talking to
killing me
you,
tonight,
Professor.
man. She is
Hold
off
hold up. So 7A said 499 super chat said no point Izzy. Dude is stuck on what he want to believe. $5 super chat. Appreciate that. We got a 1999 super chat from Torrance Moore. He said, I said, when did them folks stop wanting to be to disenfranchise us? Thank you for that. Carl Anderson, $10 said Ricky Williams 2024. Fuck everybody else. All right. Appreciate that, man.
Hell yeah.
Izzy, man, listen, bro. I think that there's not with me, Izzy, and the group that we have on here right now. I implore you, Damien. Do you have other people who believe that Kamala is the next coming of Christ? Because if so, I would also love to have him on the panel as well.
I don't believe there was a first coming of Christ. So what are you going to talk?
Oh,
what are you going?
this
What are
guy!
you,
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's
what
starting
are
right
you
there.
talking about?
Lord, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
No, I
Who's
don't rebuke
Damien?
nobody. You can't. You
Yeah.
don't rebuke
So
No,
what?
yeah,
So
You can't do
the
that.
answer to your question is no.
Real talk though, Damien. No, there's other people out there that agree with you as far as Kamala being a person. And I thank you, Damien. I know we play and we joke a lot here. We do, and we talk about real shit, but we also try to make light of some things as well. But man, I just want to thank you, man, for being a trooper tonight, man, on the panel with these pit bulls.
It's your initiation.
Yeah, and thank you, man. Thank you for your perspective, man. I will say Izzy cooked tonight. He cooked gumbo with a lot of seasoning tonight. And when Izzy got to talking a lot, most people got quiet. I ain't gonna say no names. Anissa and Damien.
Except for the second time around, they didn't want to hear nothing I had to say the second
Because
time.
at some point, it gets to the point where you're going back and forth, and you just hear blah, 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 and it just goes nowhere. So there's no point in talking.
I didn't say blah blah blah. I was making concise points if y'all wasn't talking over me every time.
That's what I'm saying. Here's what he wants to hear. I said when most people we were talking, you can't hear what neither people are saying.
We arguing about arguing.
Yeah, I just heard blah blah blah.
I love y'all.
You was just saying
I
blah
love
blah
y'all.
blah.
This is my therapy. I know I ain't crazy.
Now,
All I'm
Damien, I will
saying
say
is-
this, Damien. Next week, I was thinking about doing it as a debate format, where you'll be able to have your opening statements as well as Izzy, because Izzy wants to.
No, I
And
can't.
Izzy will
Really?
have his opening statements,
No,
and then
DMU.
we'll discuss.
I got you, Izzy. I got
policy.
you.
We'll discuss policy, and then we'll have moderators, which will be three of us. I think it should be me, and Professor should be one. I don't
I'll
mind
be a
sitting out.
moderator. Let me be a moderator.
No, you don't want to be on. You don't want to debate.
Nah, I can't debate because then it's gonna cause reverberations around the sector. I can't be in no debates.
Okay.
Trust me when I say I can't be in no debate.
So I could.
Everybody.
Thank you.
And I will
Because then it say,
I
told you Izzy was trying to copy my style.
right now, if Professor's up for the challenge, I would have him and Damien.
Yes, that'd be good.
Have a great debate, and we'll be the moderators, and we'll be unbiased. We won't be on one side or the other. We'll have questions. We'll be able to have opening statements, so on and so forth. I'll build that format by next Tuesday. And we'll have that. Damien, will you be ready next Tuesday?
I'll let you know. How about that? I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Come on, get some of this name. I'm a master debater. Come on, come get some of this.
To the
Like I said,
and basically, I'll tell you what it is about now. It's about character, and it's about what Trump has done and what he plans to do versus what Kamala has done and what she plans to do as president if she wins as well.
All right, you can set it up. You can set it up. You can set it up. If that's going to be the topic, you can set it up.
Yeah, you talked his talk now.
Yeah, you set it up.
He talking about there goes my baby.
You set it up. I get down with you. I rock with you.
He's like my milk of magnesia.
Damien, you know we love you, right?
No. The thing is this is nothing. I've been on more contentious shit than this, but believe me.
You come from you ain't fooling nobody. We know where you come from, bro.
Yeah. So I've been on way more contentious shit than this, but it's just like it's just like I said, it's just hard because it's just a lot of feelings floating around and it's just like I can't.
And most of them are
But
yours.
you said I feel.
And most of them are yours, Damien. That's the whole.
Only when somebody asks the very last question,
But
somebody
you can
asks
say I
you,
think instead of I feel.
Moving the
Okay.
Yes, like Lucy
Whatever.
with that damn
It's the
football.
Mavericks. Okay. Whatever.
So listen,
All I'm saying,
Yeah, I'm trolling tonight.
all I'm saying is just like it's like if you guys y'all vote who the fuck you want to
Anissa?
vote for, we know that Kamala Harris is gonna win. So vote for the fuck. I don't give a fuck. Do what the fuck you
Get my
want to do.
passport. Get the fuck up out of here.
That's all right. I got my passport. I'm going to DR, Mexico. I'm good.
Let's go embrace me out.
Let's go, Papi Chulo.
But y'all can stay in
Ooh,
the back. Y'all can stay in the back if you want to. But we're about to end the show, and y'all can have a conversation in the back. And Izzy, be ready next week, man, with your questions. I'll make sure I have some as well. Take heed. He's gonna have some questions.
Can I assign can I get myself? Can I get how many moderators you gonna have?
We'll have 3.
Okay, I'll pick one of them.
That's fair. That's fair. BMU.
I'll send one of them over here.
You want a jury?
That's fair, BMU. That's fair.
No.
Let him pick one.
You want a Nissa?
Gotta go get a Nissa.
No, he's going to get his own people.
He should.
Oh,
He should.
shit. That's what you want to do. Absolutely.
That's a good. That's a
I'm
good
all
look.
for it, brother. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Well, thank you guys for-
You need a female moderator now.
Yeah, you will get one.
Take heed.
Thank you guys for coming in tonight. I appreciate you being on the show. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us as long as we've been on tonight. Damien, thank you for coming in, man, and having the discussion with us. Izzy, thank you for coming in and cooking. Take heed, embrace. Our pain, Professor.
Our pain in the membrane.
Everybody that came in, I appreciate you guys very much, man. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Now, don't forget tomorrow, the sports show is at 7. And then on Thursday, we have a Grown Ass Women podcast. On Friday, Barbershop is going to be on fire because we're talking about Lil RT, the little rapper that's 10 years old, and they put him on dating shows.
Oh
and
my
having
God, that was
11-year-old
sick.
girls
I see that was
coming.
sick.
Oh my
crazy.
God. One of the 10 came in. She said, "My name's Strawberry." Had a little halter on. What the fuck is really going on? Where they mamas at? But we're gonna discuss that on Friday in the barbershop. And then on Saturday, you know, Miss Jenny gonna be rocking out. Alexis from Texas. Sunday, the great area with Mr. Bennett and Peter as well. So and also the new show on the during the day. We have on every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have Alicia we have a game show now. And so Alicia is doing really well with that. And if you want to come win some money, come over and win some money with her. All right. They had a really good game today. So all right, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later, man. Y'all be good. Damien, go in and hug your kids, hug your wife, because once this computer goes off, man, right back to being the man you were created to be. Everybody else on the panel, I know, Take Heed about to go swing from the chandelier. So go in and swing from the chandelier. Take heed. I don't have a problem with that. Nissa, she waiting on us to turn the camera off because over there in that corner that he waiting over there. I just seen the light come on and nobody there but you. But okay. Professor, man, thank you so much, man. I see. Hold on a second. Because Professor, he be requesting things. Okay, so thank you, Professor, for coming on and with Embrace the Grace. You guys are amazing. R-Pain. I know you probably won't be here Friday for barbershop. I know you said you had a bar mitzvah to do or something. strip or something. Anyway, Anissa, you know I love you, baby. You sipped your ass off tonight, really deep.
Oh, that's good. Man, what's in that wine, man? That was
Nah, that was some liquor.
You had some shit in there, man. No doubt.
Yeah.
Drink some water, boy.
She had her ankle. But anyway, and take heed to the message. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow morning. What time you going on, Take?
9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock Eastern. That's Eastern, right? 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in. Go and subscribe, like over there, because she's going to be cooking in the morning for sure. All right?
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Be ready, Damien. Professor.
Yeah, he's ready.